we can still talk.
If you don't talk, if you don't talk when it streams, then what's the point of streaming?
Yeah, exactly. So you know
how do
how
I?
casting works.
Okay, so game starting.
So we're going to game
I'm
one.
joining as well.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hey, what's up, Avery?
Yeah.
What's
Hey,
going on?
yeah. It's
so legend.
Saranan Bell against Roses, Priest against Warlock. It looks like
Yeah, and it seems like the
he has a pretty terrible hand.
priest actually against Handlock, this hand is pretty okay, right? You can just Handlock comes up pretty slowly. Yeah, I think he gets a dot steal. What's he gonna get? What's he gonna get?
Oh, that's underwhelming.
Low value stuff.
I think he really wanted like a Twilight Drake, maybe he would get like a 4/8 or something.
Oh,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, or a giant or two wouldn't.
What's the 4 card in the Warlock's head? It's Shadow Flame, right?
Yeah, Shadow Flame.
So he has nothing much going for him as well. Can he tap? I think he has 9 cards, so he can't really tap either. Kind of awkward.
I think you silence the zombie chow so you don't heal. so you can play. So you can play a mountain giant.
Oh, this is so awkward. Can he coin?
Yeah,
he can. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And that's probably going to be the response as well.
The question here is like, are we gonna see Dark Bomb or are we gonna see like? No, I don't think he's gonna.
Belcher? I think it's going to Belcher. It looks like the stronger play.
Probably is the better play as well.
It sets up for the Light Bomb if necessary next turn. Oh, he doesn't have to though because he has the Shadow Word Death, so it's fine. Oh, Drake's good. Do something.
Well, the funny thing about this matchup is that both Handlock and Priest have tons of AoE clears, but you have these scenarios where like everybody's playing tons of stuff on board, but then neither of them really wants to play their AoE clears because Shadow Flame kills your own minions and Light Bomb also kills your own minions.
True that.
So sometimes you have to wonder if like the Priest is at an advantage here because his hand size is smaller. Because this is really shaping out to be like a patience game, like who's gonna play minions first to get more value out of. And like if he just continues not playing stuff, he's actually the Mortal Core is actually gonna the Dark Bomb. Wait, no wait, he can't. He can't play Virgin and then he can't play Virgin and Dark Bomb on the same turn.
Yeah, he can't clear he could wait one turn.
He can do it next turn, I guess. Do you Holy Fire the Slash Belcher? I think you do, right? You just Holy Fire that thing and then you use your...
It looks fairly good. I mean, if he didn't Mortal Core last turn with the Drake, he probably can't this turn as well. So, I don't like this Vol'jin.
No, but if he doesn't play the Vol'jin now, what? On the Belcher?
He's not gonna Vol'jin the...
He can clear then. This is very...
to clear the Belcher.
It's a very awkward play though.
No, if he was gonna do this, he might as well just he might as well just Holy Fire, right? Like just
he's playing a circle. That's not the worst, I suppose.
Well, like, what's the point of keeping your zombie child alive? You know it's gonna die to something like Hellfire or Shadow Flame eventually. You might as well just give the Warlock the heal.
He may have
he wants to keep the Sludge Belcher alive, right? So that doesn't die to the Twilight Drake.
I think his play was the compromise between clearing something and playing something.
No, but then you could just Holy Fire.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I think the point is the Holy Fire. I think unless he's saving the Holy Fire for heal,
why would you need because Handlock has
burst.
burst. Because Handlock has burst, right? So you need to heal against Handlock. And like, why the hell did this guy silence the Sludge Belcher? Like, I think you silenced Vol'jin, right?
Yep, if he silenced Vol'jin, he could have Dark Bombed it, so that was probably a slight misplay, it seemed.
What was it? Because he's playing a bursty Warlock? He needs to silence the taunt. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Arcane Golem, power overwhelming.
I think he just felt like he needed the heal, but...
This is really weird because I think you should definitely silence the Vol'jin.
Oh, definitely. Seeing as you can also clear it in the same turn.
Oh my gosh, the circle top decks, wow. So I think he's being punished here for not silencing the Vol'jin.
Yeah, well, nice value of the circle there.
I think we're gonna see a Dark Bomb come out as well. No reason to leave
Not to, yeah.
Yeah, you don't really want to leave that.
And you already have the Shadow Word Death in your hand, so you don't really need the Light Bomb per se. He doesn't really have the mana to do anything unless...
I think that Vol'jin mistake really cost him a lot.
Yeah.
With his Owl misplay. Because he had the Dark Bomb to clear on the same turn.
Maybe he just not does he not know that Vol'jin's HP is like a buff? Maybe he doesn't know.
Maybe we should confirm this with him after the game.
Do you guys know anything about the Sean Bay guy? Is he a new player?
I've actually seen him play a few tournaments, especially local ones, but underwhelming performance in general.
I mean, if you have a full headlock deck, you can't be a complete newcomer, right? It's an expensive deck.
Yeah. Okay, right now.
No, this is gonna be slightly awkward, I think.
Okay, so what do you actually do here? Do you just play Tarzan and then go ham? Okay, because if Sylvanas trades into your Vojin, right? Like
Wait, the
Silver. Hey, what's up, Silver?
Silver. We need the screen back. Just saying.
okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna choose to go ham.
Yeah, go for
I
the
don't
case.
agree with this personally.
Then what would you have done? Traded everything in?
Traded everything in Taurasian. Just play for the slightly longer game. You have Ysera in your hand, you have Light Bomb, you have Shadowword Death.
You play control instead of playing aggro That's
Exactly.
what for.
No, but if he does play this way, right? Like Sylvanas only has a
33% chance to take something decent. Yeah, I suppose.
he's gonna Siphon Soul the Sludge Belcher and then he's gonna Dark Bomb. Okay, I think he's gonna
Yeah,
take the
he
Tarzan.
wants to steal the Taurus.
That's a fairly good play.
Oh man, like this is actually a crazy swing. Like
Yeah, it
he's
is.
gonna get the effect immediately, right? So everything's gonna be
Yep.
cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually I agree with Every on hindsight.
Yeah, leaving the Sylvanas alive is way too dangerous. Of course, you
Response
get the mind
back.
control this turn, but do you really want to?
No, but actually what do you think of going ham and not playing Tarzan? He could have went ham and just heal past. And then
But that's just wasting his. I mean, then the initiative goes back to the
Oh,
opponent,
wow.
which I guess is arguable if you have Light Bomb in your hand, but I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I would
no, because
rather keep bot.
like that forces his Sylvanas to do stuff. I mean, like you get extra damage and then you force him to make the trade rather than you trading all your stuff. So he
Yeah,
will do
sure,
stuff.
but after he trades and he takes something pretty good, he likely can remove the other thing with the Siphon Soul that he had and then play another threat. So
As in-
he
as
takes
in-
back the board.
See, what would have happened is he would have Dark Bomb the priestess, right? And then he
Yep.
would have just taken the 3/5 silent Sludge Belcher. Like
Yep.
you don't really care about that because you have Light Bomb and you have Orkanai. You get what I mean?
Well,
And Taoism directly answers a 3/5 Sludge Belcher.
that's
with
true.
Silence.
Fair enough.
So
So now it looks like Priest is going pretty ham. And if he went for that line, though arguably if he went for that line, the Siphon Soul would not have been used, which would lead to his Ysera not surviving this turn. But
well, strange things happen. I think we're gonna see Shadow Flame. Wait, does Shadow Flame even do anything here? No, right?
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't kill
Oh
the
my gosh! And he got the perfect answer from your Sarah, the dream.
Yeah, this game looks pretty much
Wait,
over.
is this lethal? Double Light of the Naru into Holy Fire into face. Wait, how much
Double-
damage is that?
it's double Naru,
Six damage plus 7 on
6,
board.
11, 11, 7. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's lethal. Is he gonna
He
miss
sees
it?
it.
Is
Yeah,
it
Roses is not that careless a player, so I think he's
Oh, I would be. I
he
would
actually
doubt that.
didn't need the dream, right? Because
He has Shadow Word. Yeah.
Yes,
Wait, does he have mana to do that? Yeah, he does. Because
Yeah,
of the
plenty
Taurus.
of-
the Tarzan.
Yeah.
The Holy Fire is like 4.
Sick. What do you actually think of the Priest Handlock matchup now, as of this point in time, post GVG, post BRM?
I think if you're playing double Light Bomb Priest, you are quite favoured against Handlock because Light Bomb just destroys
Yeah,
all
it really
attacks.
does.
Giants, right? It just kills
And-
giants. Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, you're still kind of a dog to Jiraxus though, so it's still definitely not like advantage. I think it's at
much
best 50-50. A savvy Handlock player can bait out your board clears.
Yeah, but the issue is that if the priest doesn't survive that long, because priest still doesn't have a way to deal with Twilight Drakes, so
True.
that's always an issue. But the priest actually does win in the long-term control war because Death Lords, especially the Death Lord version with Light Bombs, has a tendency to pull out giants and then you just Light Bomb everything. So the guy just gets his 8/8s killed and he doesn't have faculty to choose when he wants.
Okay, so
Pretty
but
giants.
the priest version that you're describing is the Chinese priest.
Yeah, the Chinese
not
priest.
the most conventional injured blade master.
It's actually the more played version right now, I think. The Tempo priest.
Oh sure, yeah, but it's not traditional.
It's not traditional, yeah. But Death Lords really screw up the Handlock's plan because you can pull out your Jiraxus and then they have no win condition.
Oh yeah, true.
Actually, anything you pull out from the Handlock's deck other than
The Twilight Drakes become worse.
yeah, become 4/1 exactly.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to. If you pull out their antique heal boards, they have less heal. So So yeah, basically anything you pull out from the Handlock's deck is good, except for an early giant. Like the last thing you want to see is like they somehow manage to. Nah, I don't think a Handlock can handle a Deathlord at turn 3. They haven't actually played anything yet. So early Deathlords can be quite an issue for Handlock in that sense. And then when they eventually do die, it's already in the light bomb turn. So you don't really have that issue. Light bomb really changed the matchup, I think.
Definitely, for sure. Most versions wouldn't play double light bomb though. I think even the Chinese priests of the list I've seen recently, they only play single light bomb.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but light bomb's so good, man. How can you not?
It is insane, but it's not like
Okay,
if you're already playing 2 Holy Nova, like 2 light bomb, it seems rather excessive. Especially in a deck that's supposed to be trying to be proactive in nature.
I wouldn't say Deathlord is proactive, but yeah.
The deck's playing Piloted Shredders, it's playing Such Butchers, it's playing Dark Cultist and double Valence Chosen. It's clearly going for like a early, seize the board early kind of a game plan. I feel.
Yeah, but
in most matchups. Like
okay, I agree. But then again, if you compare like, is Light Bomb more aggressive than Sylvanas? I think so, right? Is Light more aggressive than Cabal Shadow Priest? I think so, right? With respect to like priest minions having more health than damage in general.
But it's not a proactive thing because it's not a minion, it's not a threat. It is a removal spell.
Well,
so it is arguable. I can see what you're saying. Like the amount of damage you're dealing and stuff is more aggro in nature than maybe Sylvanas, but So who else are we gonna be watching today right now?
I frankly have no idea. Amaze lost to Mikhail Go, Rogue against Druid. Roses beat Dushanbe. Pixie and Johnson SYS have yet to finish their match. Hunter against Shaman, I think Hunter's gonna win. But yeah, anyway, this is just a training session that we are having so that the Singaporean players who are supposedly newbies to the competitive scene can get a bit of experience, and Avery here can try his hand at casting.
Indeed.
What stream are we at? Are we at a half eddy stream?
Half eddy, yeah, I would think so.
Okay, let me just go and call my kids on Twitter.
Call your kids on Twitter. Right,
Yeah.
so...
Who play Hearthstone?
Yeah, my kids play Hearthstone.
What kind of a teacher are you, man? Poor influence.
Hey, you can ask Clarence, it's about critical thinking and actually it's rubbish lah.
You rank 5 and you tell me you're critical thinking.
Yeah, rank 5 because I mark homework and play Hearthstone at the same time.
Excuses, I can hear the salt, eh? Like, overflowing with salt, man. Overflowing with salt.
Yeah,
like,
of course salt lah. Walao, Silver Legend and how can you not salt?
Silver Legend with Control Warrior, I think that's the...
No, but you really have to hand it to him because I have never played Control Warrior to Legend like
That's true.
just Control Warrior because it takes so damn long.
Much time, man.
More importantly, most of the time, eventually you're going to lose the majority of your positive matchups when the meta realizes that almost every other deck is Control Warrior.
Control Warrior is never actually very popular because it takes so long. Like, you have to enjoy the gameplay to enjoy Control.
And on top, but I feel like on top of that, it takes a lot of mental stamina as well. Not just time, but like you have to think a lot because of the amount of damage you're taking from weapons. And it's also not very good against Zoo, which is like an easy counter. So, like this season, whenever I played Control Warrior and I realized it was performing rather decently, especially when Freeze Mages would appear, within like maybe 45 minutes, suddenly every other deck is Zoo. So you can't play Control Warrior forever.
Zoo is like universally popular, so there's no way
That's
around
true
it.
as well, yeah.
No, Zoo wasn't popular like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's only pretty recent.
In-game boss came out.
In-game boss, yeah.
And then people tried it and realized that it was insane.
Actually, I started playing Zoo immediately when in-game boss came out. But what happened was
I made a version as well, but mine was not this Void Caller endgame, like having an interesting Void Caller plan deck. It was just a straight up Zoo deck.
As in, you include Boom in every deck. That's the universal rule in this meta. So if you're going to include Boom, right, you're going to have to cut like some early game. And if you're already running a Boom and you're going to run Void Caller because you have so many more demons now, you might as well just run with Janice. Right? So, yeah. And
three Doom guards are just unbelievable. So
I think the the upgrade to Bane of Doom also makes a difference.
No, but I was going to talk about Bane of Doom. Is actually the real surprise for Zoo was Bane of Doom actually being like the most overpowered thing ever.
Yeah, tempo swing, it's so much tempo swing.
I personally don't feel like Bane of Doom is a better card in Zoo than say Doomguard.
It is. It flat out is. Like, Bane of Doom is ridiculously OP. Like, I have no idea why. Just
I mean, RNG lah. That time you may get the what's that 0-1 stealth imp.
Blood Imp.
blood in.
Yeah, I got blood in once and I'm like, what the heck? But
I've seen people flame Bane of Doom against me and get Blood Imp like a lot of times. It's not insane. I can understand that the RNG sometimes works out such that it's a superior minion.
No, but most of the demons that you get
I'm quite big now,
are quite big. Yeah.
That's true.
Dennis, Doomguard,
Okay.
Inferno, these are all big.
No, as in there are only 4
Hit
demons which are
Lord,
small.
Felguard,
So there are only 4 demons which are small. Okay.
Blood Imp,
Blood Imp, the
Flame Imp,
Flame Imp. Okay, Flame Imp is good enough. Honestly, it's a 2 drop.
Right?
Yeah,
Void Caller.
Void Walker.
Void Walker, I meant, yeah.
Blood Imp, and that 1/4 succubus thingy. Mistress of Pain.
Mistress of Pain, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess if you flame him lah, okay. Everything else is a 3 drop and above in terms of value. Like Void Caller is obviously gonna win you the game. In-game boss is pretty okay. It's like okay, and then everything else is gigantic. Even Succubus is like a 4/3, which is pretty damn good considering you just did 2 damage.
But I
And
mean,
then
if you work out the mana that you've invested to get that minion, like let's not talk about the potentiality for something bigger. Let's just say you get a Succubus, a 4/3 which will cost typically 3 mana, strap on 2 damage. Is that worth 5 mana?
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
you play the 2 damage as a removal, right? You don't play it just to do damage. So that it's always at a tempo swing.
as in, it's not just
Oh
that.
sure, I guess.
The thing about Zoo is that Zoo's mana is essentially free because their mana is not needed. Like one of the reasons why Bane of Doom turned out to be so useful is that it's both a removal card and a minion summon in the same spell. So
In the same way that Implosion is, and that's how Implosion
Yes,
Implosion
yes.
is universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now they have both Implosion and Bane of Doom, and it's
yeah, no, because the thing about Zoo is that they want to play value minions, right? So the only minions they will play are early game. So you generally hold the board early. So what helps you hold the board in the mid game? Removal, right? The board that you've already established. So in a sense, it doesn't even matter if Bane of Doom is slightly mana efficient sometimes. Let's put aside the fact that 50% or more than 50% of the demons you get are actually good. Okay, so even if you do get a bad one, your mana is actually free as a Zoo Lord. Like,
more than enough mana for
Yeah.
every card you have in your hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of issue, yeah.
I can agree with that. Fair enough.
it's just one of those strange scenarios where the archetype enables Bane of Doom. Like you would never play Bane of Doom in any other deck except for Zoo. Like,
There were demon lock versions going around, like a really mid-range / control shell demon lock that use double Bane of Doom.
yeah, but it kind of sucks, right? So
It's not the best, yeah.
yeah, so there we go. It kind of sucks.
Fair enough, yeah.
What
It's
are we
something
looking
like
at Twitch
Yes.
dashboard? Are we
Because-
watching a game soon?
So,
Hey guys,
yeah.
quick question. I'm going, let's say, hypothetically, I have to play a Conquest format best of 5 in 13 minutes. What would be the 3 classes that you would suggest I pick?
Oh, hypothetically, so you're telling me you don't actually have a match to play in 13 minutes?
The statement that of it being hypothetical is not implying that it's not happening.
Right. Wait, this is a good time to discuss conquest format tactics.
Yeah,
right?
it
You
is.
want to take 3 classes of exactly the same archetype? Like, do you want to take 3 aggro? Or you just take 3
Oh,
generic.
okay, we're actually going to
decks.
game.
Just to quickly answer that, I think taking 3 classes of the same archetype is a bad idea because if you have all your 3 decks are bad to the same deck, then you're going to lose the conquest. But anyway, we're moving into a round now.
Doing against
Shaman.
Well,
Can't see the hand, but it's going to do something.
I think it's the spectators bugging a little bit.
yeah. Anyway, to like quickly answer that question, I think bringing 3 decks that you're familiar with is the most important thing because play is way more important than the deck you bring.
Matchup. Okay.
Yeah,
but-
but I mean, all things being equal, right?
All things being equal, given that Clarence is playing right, and I'm sweat with all decks, I would probably bring like Druid, Rogue, and either Paladin or Warlock. I
Yeah,
guess.
so the 3 most generic strong ladder decks.
Yeah, exactly. Like the 3 dominant ladder decks, basically. So, okay, we straight away we see a Haunted Creeper. by the Shaman. You still can't see Mikhail's hand. Big C does have a pretty clunky opening hand, but once again it's Shaman, so you can just totem up every turn and not really care about
Yeah,
what
we can tell it's about.
The Druid here, if he doesn't really have wild growth, it's going to be a really tough matchup because Shaman tends to put hit on board very early, and then the big minions that Druid plays will just get eaten up by a Flame Tongue. So what kind of deck do you think this Shaman is, given that you're seeing the Haunted Creeper and the Zombie Cow?
It just looks like a traditional mid-range value shaman.
Every shaman, it looks 80% similar, right? Other than the mech shaman, I guess.
It's playing Zombie Chow, so it's probably not
I think this is Bloodlust Shaman.
aggressive.
I think this is Bloodlust Shaman actually. Because
Bloodlust, really? Why?
yeah, like you won't play Haunted Creepers unless you play Bloodlust.
No, you.
All the
I
mid shamans.
I disagree with that. They all play Hunter Creeper because of the synergy with Flame Tongue.
Yeah, Flame Tongue value.
No,
It's crazy value.
you don't play Haunted Creeper just for Flame Tongue. Like if you don't play Bloodlust, you probably don't play Haunted Creeper.
But you don't have a 2-drop then.
You just totem your Shaman, right?
but you need to totem once every turn and you only have 2. Oh, it looks like someone disconnected. Okay, that's a shame.
Meanwhile, do you guys know anything about Big C? What kind of player is he?
I actually never see him before.
He
Yeah.
likes Shaman enough to play it competitively. I can say that for certain.
He has a weak computer.
No, he doesn't. Miko's the one who disconnected, right?
Yeah,
So-
because someone was
Oh
just-
yeah. He BMs his opponent's computer.
No, like okay, if you're not gonna play Haunted Creeper, you might as well just play something like Stoneforge X, especially since Lava Shock exists now. Like if you're playing a generic mid-range Shaman, like the newer builds I've seen on ladder, when they do appear, the like 1% of the games I play, they usually go for the Unbound Elemental, Double Feral Spirits, Lightning Bolt, Lava Shock kind of thing, rather than like Haunted Creeper. If they
And the
play
reason why that would be a good deck is because you have enough 2-drops to accommodate the fact that you're playing an Overload on 3, or you need a 2-drop to follow up with like just having proactive things to do every turn to be answered by your opponent. So I think you need a 2-drop in this deck to function. And the best 2-drop to be played for Shaman is Haunted Creeper because of its synergy with Rock Biter Weapon, because of its synergy with Flame Tongue Totem. Yeah.
I mean, I do agree, but if you're playing a more later curving Shaman, you can just afford to totem up and
Oh,
play,
fair enough. If you're spending the slots in the end game, then sure. But
and then you just
if-
run more removal. You get what I mean? Like it's like that's what I meant. Like you run Stoneforge X instead of Haunted Creeper, and then if there's nothing on the board, you just press your power and pass.
so where's the curve end for this deck? Like
I guess boom, Neptulon.
Alaka? Okay.
Alaka probably, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
As in the Haunted Creeper decks
Some shamans run Calthasad.
yeah. And yeah, reincarnate, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like the Haunted Creeper decks I see tend to be more bloodlusty. That's what I feel. Yeah.
Maybe so. I don't think anyone has enough
Information about Shaman.
data on Shaman as of the current meta you have to be saying with Definity, so
Let's get Kaput here.
Okay,
Maybe
and-
he can comment.
No. The most common Shaman I meet is the Mech Aggro Shaman, the Fell
Yes.
Reaver one. And it just mills itself and then I win because I BGH it afterwards, but that's about it. So I don't really know much about the deck because they die at turn 5 every
There's
single
a
time.
Fell Reaver one. I have not seen the Fell Reaver shaman.
no,
Actually.
this version grew up at the what's the tournament that happened recently? The Via Game
Seed
Yeah,
Story,
game House
is it?
Cup.
Sea Story, yeah, Sea Story. Someone I believe multiple players got it. It looked decent.
Yeah,
Right, so-
except when you mill yourself at turn 5.
Yeah, those games are pretty bad. One of the reasons why Fell
I mean-
Reaver is
Maybe it's an aggro beating deck.
it is definitely an aggro beating deck.
aggro.
100%. Yeah.
Hashtag never lucky, man. Fell Reaver, BGH, boom, 3 cards gone.
Yeah, you say never lucky, but then you shouldn't be playing this in your deck. I mean, that's the argument, lah. I guess that comes down at the end of the day.
Okay.
Do the stream starting again. We're watching this from the Druid perspective.
Mikhail, does he have a golden druid?
Yep.
Yes,
He
he
does.
does.
Oh, okay.
Is it a golden? That's definitely not a golden shaman.
Okay, so he opens up the game with Phosphor combo in hand. You don't think he's gonna keep it?
I think it's throw all the cards.
Swipe. I mean,
I think you would rather fish for wild growth and innovates definitely.
No, you don't
against
really
shaman.
want. I wouldn't put a swipe against shaman.
Oh wow, he got it. That's sweet.
Kazan Mystic. Oh, he got not just one, he got two.
Golden Kizan Mystic.
Other than the mistake, is the hands look slightly too nothing much going on.
Yeah, but you can play the Mystic on turn 3 and then you can
On
just
3, yeah. Fair
draw
enough.
into other stuff, right? So, yeah, and
This
meanwhile,
guy is-
Mikhail Go is well known for spamming emotes and doing irritating stuff like that.
Okay, the thing here is that he's gonna ramp, right, really heavily, and then he's gonna have nothing to play. So,
Yeah.
I mean, would you play the second Wild Growth? I wouldn't.
I wouldn't play it here. I think if you have nothing to do on turn 5 or turn 6, you probably play it.
I mean, if I draw a boom, maybe I'll play it lah. But
I mean, if the deck is scenarios, you would play it, right? So you can get it out earlier. Why are we ending spectating? Nothing looked like it was going wrong.
because we couldn't see Big C's hand.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to see lah.
Yeah, it's a bit more fun to watch from one side, and the cards are upside down anyway, so it's a bit irritating. Oh wow, he drew into a
Okay.
Druid of the Claw. That's nice.
Yeah, so-
Yeah, exactly the mid-range minion you want.
And it looks like, because of the overload, there's nothing much Pixie can do to seize the board back this turn.
See, this is where you need a 2-drop.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Yeah,
you just your
Totem
power.
lah, I guess. Yeah, you can
Just
just.
your power.
And you fall further and further behind on the board. Okay,
No, but the mistake is like not hero powering the previous turn and playing wolves instead. He should just pass, then this thing can coin Belcher and then play another Belcher. So,
oh true.
so
May have been a slight mistake
So-
on his part, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
like-
have to.
two
What?
Belchers in a row, right? Nah,
So
this
what's the
was
play this turn? I think it's Wrath.
Raffarino. Do you really want to protect your 4-1 Kazan Mystic though? I would rather just trade it in because like this Shaman has so much removal, man. Like I don't see how your Kazan Mystic is ever gonna extract value. So I would probably have just traded the Kazan away and then just Wild Growth and then hero powered stuff.
It is protected by the taunt though, so and Shaman does not have a hero power that
You know he's on coin, and you know that Fire Elemental is on 6. You know that he's not overloading. He hasn't like shown Lightning Bolt or Shock, anything of that structure.
Oh sure. I
I
suppose.
mean, he's plenty of removal options, but
I think I would
This is
run for one
very
in
good.
this
no, but
position.
why? But the thing is Druid has really low on minions right now, so I don't know if.
I would have run for one there. I think I would want to draw a card.
And by the way, there we go. We see him pick up the Fire Elemental. Just what I'm talking about. Like you should trade. You should trade.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, I agree.
at least if you don't. Oh my
Wait,
gosh!
why
he
am
plays
I
a
not
card.
playing the FE?
Wow, such an awkward.
Pixie.
That's definitely a mistake.
Yeah.
And now
think
here you can run for one value plus
Now
the
he gets
4-1.
4 damage off the Kazan. I mean, that's.
I think he's gonna rough for sure. Oh, he's gonna Savage
Oh,
Raw.
wait, what?
No, I
Oh,
think
does
this,
this push? This
I
is
think-
decent.
yeah, this is decent because he already
Oh, he
has
gets-
another
he gets-
Raw in his hand.
He
Yeah.
has to clear. Yeah, he has to
Pushes 12 damage. I like this.
He gets to play the I think
Druid of the Claw.
he recognizes that he is the beatdown deck in this scenario. I mean, the Shaman has like
He's also falling behind on cards, so yes, he is.
Yep,
in-
yep.
Yeah, and he does have a second Savage Roll, so he's hoping.
Come on, it
that
has to be Fire Elemental here, right? Unless he's gonna go for the double RNG roll.
Wait, what? He's gonna
You-
go
you-
for
Do
Lightning
you
Storm. I
coin
think.
totem? Is he gonna coin totem?
Oh wow. Great boys. Oh man, he hit it.
Wow!
It's a
Greed-
confirmed board clear and the game just swings directly back to
Greed paid
Victory's
off.
favor.
Look at that, Greed paid
Oh
off.
my god.
That luck though.
That
That's
luck.
amazing.
Yeah.
This is never lucky, right? This is.
And he can sludge Belcher or Lotet next turn. The
Okay,
game
but-
suddenly looks in his favor,
okay,
but
but-
he can catch back
Yeah,
up.
I
Okay,
mean,
but
With Ancient of
to be fair, right? Even if he didn't get the spell power totem, like he only needed 50% because his Haunted Creeper can trade into the remaining guy. So it's not
Yes,
that bad.
agreed. The only situation where it's bad is if it goes. Actually, there's no situation where it's bad. Yeah, it would have been pretty decent.
now
Anyway.
4 damage.
This does overload him for 2, so he can't actually play anything except for Sludge Belcher.
Oh, Lotet. But I
Would you-
think you would go with Belcher.
MTQ board, but yeah, he'll probably go for Belcher, right?
No, wait, he can actually play Mana Tide. Oh, he can't remove the. Okay, wait. Antique
Go for
Heal
heal
Board.
board? Really?
What?
He was decent because you don't want to Lotet the turn. You want to save Lotet for the turn you might die from combo.
It's
Wait,
already
okay,
turn
so-
9. You might die from combo now.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true. I suppose.
it is turn 9.
But even if you play anti-Q board, you wouldn't die to combo, I believe. Is 19 plus 21. Yeah, you wouldn't. You're on 25. It's too much.
It's just.
I think Belcher's the best play, like, regardless. Just
Yeah, definitely. I think it's probably Belcher as well, yeah. I agree. Because you can fire early the remainders of this 5-5 the following turn.
Well.
He kind of really wants a...
Ooh.
Oh, there you have the combo.
The threat is here. It's a pretty easy Drake.
If he picks up a swipe here, it's probably game over. Okay, it's not swipe.
You can rough hero power to preserve the 5/5.
Is it really worth it to preserve the 5/5 though?
I mean, when you got the combo in your hand and you kind of want as big a board as you can, so you can force as much damage to
Do you
as
play
humanly possible.
do you play the zombie chow?
I wouldn't play the Chow. That's too greedy.
Okay, so if he doesn't play lower depth,
He's
I
yeah.
might
definitely
play-
dead.
I might play the Chow actually. But you're hoping that he doesn't have the.
Let's hope he realizes that he's
Oh,
dead
clear,
the
right?
following turn.
There's
And
nothing he can
plays
do,
low.
right? He has no. He has low
He has
tap.
no
right?
tap, he has no tap.
Low tap,
If he
right?
goes for the boom, it's over.
Well, this is nasty.
No, I think you have to boom in this position. I believe that that's the accurate play. Because if he has combo in his hand, he has combo in his hand, and he will have, he may continue to have combo in hand anyway. So,
So you play to win now, right? That's
exactly.
What I'm saying, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is probably the best play, but it's the losing play.
Well,
You rather try and win the game when you can, rather than definitely lose in 5 turns.
I think the mistake was really not playing the fire elemental much earlier. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
the mid game there was lots of questionable plays.
yeah. And then Mikhail Go like really played that
Yeah.
turn well with the raw. With the Druid
Yeah,
Clan.
the Savage Raw clear, that was a good heady move. Meanwhile, he's
Okay, boys. After this game, I'm gonna tap out, and I'll come back when I'm done with my other commitments. If you look at the chat, apparently Kaput looks like he wants to join the cast, so he can replace me all the time. that I'm gone.
Sure. We can get a Shaman expert even though the Shaman match is over. Well, I guess.
You can hear him rant about how the plays were bad.
you know the last stream, right? He watching and says like, "Wow, Clarence VM my Shaman." You know, how dare Clarence say Shaman is bad?
But
So he was
but
a bit
it's
salty
true.
about that.
Just today, right? Waffle told me that Kaput played a lot of Shaman and he lost a lot. Then he played.
Yeah, he's still
then he
rank
played,
7.
no, then he played Hunter and then he was 7 stars like straight in a row.
Yeah,
So
I think this meta it's a bit
it's
tough.
unkind to Shaman.
I mean,
Yes.
tournament, of course. If you maybe.
No. Conquest format has made like Shaman irrelevant.
Yeah, Conquest format has made counter picking irrelevant, right? Effectively, right?
Yep.
So you're just effectively just going to choose ladder decks, which may or may not be what Blizzard wants.
I think it's what Blizzard wants actually, so that like watching tournaments becomes more accessible to the average viewer.
Yeah, average viewer can just net deck a tournament deck and
Yep. You won't have like weird stuff like people playing Hungry Crabs and like you know.
and play Hungry Crab.
Do you still remember that BlizzCon?
I'm gonna come back and say that someone did play Hungry Crab. The videos online is Trump playing it against Artosis.
Yes, come and
It was
Artosis.
amazing.
That's because he drew it off
No,
web
this was
spinner,
like
right?
this was like before GBG. This was before Next Ramus, it was vanilla.
Really?
Yes, there was a Hungry Crab. It was back when Murlocs was popular.
Well, Murlocs was a thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
Zoo, like Murlocs.
In the Singaporean community, there's this guy called
Chusan. He's
Chusan.
disappeared already. He went off to
Yeah.
play Mortal Kombat X.
yeah, but he's probably our most famous Murloc player. I think his nick on Hearthstone is Rexale.
Rexel, yeah. No, but he just plays fighting games. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's actually
I mean,
quite very popular in the fighting game community.
actually
Like
quite a good fighting game player, right?
he's damn good. He gets like 600 viewers for a Singaporean player. That's like crazy.
Yeah,
in
at
his
the same
games.
time, he's actually a medical student also at Yu Yonglin School of Medicine. Yes,
Okay, I think Kaput is in the stream, right? So we have 2 teachers and 1 university student. I feel so outnumbered now.
Yo, what's up? Hello, Kaput, are you with us?
Hello, Kaput. Hi, Kaput. 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 Yes, Silver, we know he's very attractive. I am personally not. I feel very ambivalent, right, about how attractive you find Kaput. I'm not going to comment about your orientation, but please keep such comments yourself, Silver. I don't need to know how attracted you are to Kaput.
Hello guys, can you hear me?
Hey,
is
what's
that
up,
Kaput?
man? How you doing?
Yo.
You want to defend Shaman right now?
Shaman eats druids for lunch. That's
Yeah,
all.
and then you set out and then you play hunter on ladder, right? So don't try and fake me.
Ah, the
You've been
only
exposed. You've been exposed. I know you play hunter.
the only matchup right that Shaman really cannot make it is Hunter. Anything else is good. Maybe Priest lah and Priest.
And Zoo.
Zoo is okay. Actually Zoo is fine.
Really?
Yeah, Zoo is fine.
You must draw into your lightning storms, right?
A shot is more important.
A shock. Yeah, maybe.
shock.
Yeah. The silencer is probably more important.
A shot is like
Yeah. It's like for Shamans you either can pack for Zoo and Hunter, but you just get trashed in control, or you pack for control and you get trashed by
it's the priest problem lah. It's one or the other. Okay, we're seeing
Yeah.
Amaze play Rogue
Whoa.
and Frico play Paladin. So there's
Okay.
I have no idea what's happening so far, but it looks like Amaze is winning.
Right, do you know much about Maze? Hello,
Silver
players.
Silver keeps hyping up this guy, saying that he's gonna be like Singapore's next best player or something.
Well, he is on rank 5.
wait, why are you guys looking at Amaze? On my screen is still Mikhail Go and Dixie.
No, go to the Skype, not the Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go to the
Kaput, what are you doing?
I don't know, I'm not looking at Skype one.
Okay, so anyway, we have a flying Tarzan here who doesn't want the game to end. So, I mean, he doesn't want the turn to end. So
Meanwhile, you
he's,
see some anti-air attacks
No,
against the Torisan.
it's not necessary to like respectate the game just to get rid of the flying Tarzan. I think he adds a bit of character to the game as well.
Yeah, it's nice to see things attacking a flying Torisan.
It's not every day you see a flying Tarzan.
Yeah.
Where's Tarzan now? Did he die? Yeah, I think he died.
Yeah, I died.
Okay, so Amaze has a ton of cards, but he also doesn't have a ton of HP. He's already at 14 and
Yeah, but the Paladin is all tapped out, right? He doesn't have nothing in his hand. He has to draw
yeah,
into
but he can always top deck into a lay on hands and
lay on hands, right?
lay on hands, yeah.
Tyrion,
I think-
maybe.
I think we're gonna see like Azure Drake, or maybe we're gonna see Elden Ring, or Piloted Shredder into SI7 to get rid of the Belcher.
With this kind of bot
probably gonna-
stage, right, the Paladin just has to go for beatdown, right?
Yeah, do you think he should just hit the face with his True Silver just now? That would have
What did he do?
he killed off the SI7 with his True Silver.
SI7,
Yeah.
and he had the Sludge Belcher in play.
Yep. No, he just picked the
Yeah.
Sludge Belcher.
You should go for face lah.
Yeah, he put
14
the-
life, right?
He needs to recognize that he's the beatdown, that's the first thing. Right, because Paladin is mostly control, so that's just like natural
Yeah.
tendency to just go control.
Yeah, your tendency to play control.
Yeah.
But your cards are low and your opponent's life is low. Your opponent has more card advantage against you.
Yeah, that's the only reason why.
Oh.
But that's a nice top deck.
I actually think if you play Boom, you just hit the guy's face, and then the bombs hit his face anyway, and then he just dies. Like you have
So-
Consecrate, so you don't actually care.
Yeah, so true. You see
Like,
Frico's
the bombs
control
have to go
tendencies.
somewhere, right? The bombs have to go somewhere, right? Like Crip says, this is 8 damage to face, right? With Consecrate, that would have been lethal.
Mhm. Yeah lah, provided he went for beatdown with him. Right now he's committed to control, but the card advantage is just too great lah.
Unless we see a Sap come down now, and then he's gonna get like 1 billion bombs on board. Whoa. This is
Do you
really
agree with that play? Do you agree with the SI7 face?
No, not really.
Hi, Karens, we are your number 1 fans. Can you shout out to Kenneth, please?
Which Kenneth?
What?
PYY?
I guess I could, but I don't feel like it today. What you gonna do about it? Huh? Okay, and straight away we see, oh my god, he got the worst rolls ever, but he did get an equality off and he does replenish the boom bot. The Sap not a permanent solution. What do you think about this? This is definitely game, right?
He should have fanned first, right?
Yeah, no, but if you fan, oh my god, that's so much damage.
He should have. I mean, it's like he could have fanned to try to draw into something.
Oh, how much damage is this?
Shit ton.
9. We have 2 in
Nah,
hand.
it's like-
Consecration.
It's like it's not 9. You consecrate, then you run your boom bots into the
Yeah,
damage
then hope
minions.
Yeah, then you
Then
hope
you
for.
then you see where they go. If it's 8 to
Yeah,
face, you
but
have
this guy
lethal.
is still playing control. My goodness, his
Oh
control
my
is still there.
gosh! How do you not do 7 damage to face? No, but I
Control
guess
his
this
con-
is I guess this
I mean,
is not
he
so bad.
probably will still win.
Because
Probably will still win.
of the
but
Tyrion. Okay, like the rogue already used one sap, so
yeah,
he has no way to get through
no,
Tyrion.
unless it's silence on him lah, like owl or something.
Rogues don't run
They
silence.
don't run silent.
Dude, then yeah, it's a bit hard for him to get behind lah.
He can't even fan now because if he fans like bombs.
Bombs.
Oh my gosh. But he has to fan, right? Because he has no other way to activate,
He has no other.
way to break the divine shield. So you just fan and hope for the best, and then you put on your.
Yeah, fan and hopefully your shredder survives lah. That's the only move you have, right? Unless you're gonna prep sprint. You know?
No, you have to prep, fan, and then use the Tinker Town, and then you Blade Flurry. That way you get a full block clear.
Yeah.
But your shredder has to survive, or you're kind of screwed.
Or,
I just
No,
think
but-
that this
no, but
game could have ended quite long ago.
your
Like-
shredder will still drop a thingy, right? Oh, he's taking too long.
No,
His
but
shredder.
you don't get to kill the Tyrion. You have to kill the Tyrion.
You can dagger.
If Tyrion gets a hit on you, like,
Oh wow.
oh my god,
Oh wow. What is he doing? He's
Oh.
not
Yeah,
gonna
it's-
fan.
late.
He's gonna blade.
rope,
Yeah,
rope,
but-
rope,
but-
rope, rope, rope,
but-
rope.
Rope. Oh, he fans first.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the play I said. This is the play I said. Oh, and the bombs go for the thing. The Blade Fury comes out, but it's too little, too late.
No, the play you said was to fan first
It's
before
correct.
you tinker. He tinkered first. So he
It's
lost
the
his
same.
buff. I mean, it's the same if the shredder dies lah.
Okay, yeah, no, but yeah, it's the same with the Shredder dice. Anyway, that's like game if the Shredder doesn't survive, it's always over. So
It's a game, right? It's a game anyway.
Yeah.
so Silver's number 1 hype player, Maze, taken out by not so well played, Paladin.
So I think the Paladin was just banking on good draws. You know, his draws for the last few tend to all quite good.
Yeah, really.
With
I
the
mean, he
life.
was running out of steam already, and
But
right,
do
he
you
threw-
set? The thing is, do you actually set Dr. Boom? I don't think you ever set Dr. Boom. Like, Dr. Boom gets... Yeah, you have to answer him the turn he comes down. Setting him is not an
The
answer.
funny thing is, I've seen you set Dr. Boom before, Clarence.
And that's why I don't play Oil Rogue on ladder. See? That's why I don't play Oil Rogue. Right?
Touche.
Yeah, that's why I play Hunter, right? Smoke face. Easy. Easy peasy, right? Legend. Play Hunter and Zoo, right?
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah, meanwhile Kaput sticking true to his roots, playing Shaman, still at rank 7, so I'm just waiting to see how long, right, he will continue playing Shaman until he switches to Hunter and then hits Legend.
I've done it a couple of seasons, okay? It just takes a very long while.
This season is different. It's different. Okay,
Yeah,
quick
this
shot.
season is
Quick
the
shot
season that
exists.
Silver got legend.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wait, Kaput, you're worse than Silver now, eh? How do you feel about that?
Wow. Like that, lor.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Both words, guys, both words. Okay, anyway, let's get back to the game. It's Roses against Amaze. Priest against Rogue, both are playing quite a controlish deck. Roses does have a lot of combo-ish cards in his hand. He has 2 power shields.
But he has
And-
no early game. I mean, he's probably gonna play the MCT, I guess.
Rogue is very unstable in this matchup, right?
No,
Wow, Roses has a golden
do you,
boom.
do you actually play the MCT though? Okay, the thing about MCT is that you know that
Yes,
eventually
yes,
the
you
Rogue
play.
is going to play a Violet teacher, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, not all rogues play Violet teachers.
all Rogues play Violet teachers.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, it doesn't matter because if you play Violet Teacher, the MCT's value is very low. It's just like, 80% chance is a 1-1.
You
If there are
won
five,
one.
Same type.
if there are 5 of them, it's like 20%. So it's like it's not worth it to keep.
I mean, his only other option is to coin out Archunai, right? Is that preferable over?
I guess if you want to bait up removal, then this is better because he's going to waste his backstab.
Yeah,
It-
and now
it's
his
like your
poison charge as
organized
well.
Yeah. I think one of the only ways for Priest to win, right, is bot. They have to try to get the bot. and keep board, and when the rogue comes for does the white, right, they have to build board again. That's the only way they can win.
We do know that Roses is running to Light of the Narus and a Holy Fire, so he has a lot of heal. He
Yeah.
has 1 Holy Nova, 1 Holy Fire, 2 Light of the Narus, so that's 6 plus 5 plus 2, 13 burst heal. So
Yeah, meanwhile, like you said, Archunai comes out. Beta a lot of removal. I don't think has a good answer for it.
I think we're just going to see Shredder. Maybe Prep Set? Will we see Prep Set?
Nah.
Really?
Okay, but we're going to see huge value here. Light of the Narus is going to come out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh
Oh.
my gosh. This is just sick.
It's a big tempo swing.
Oh.
But that's nice.
Yeah, I think you power shoot, and then you play your.
See what you get, I guess.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, he chooses to power shoot the Light Warden. What do
Be
you
greedy, right? He was
think about that?
I think that's fine.
he is anticipating his Archunai dying anyway, right?
But
Yeah.
but the thing is that the rogue didn't have an answer to your Arcanine the previous turn, right? So why would he have an answer now? You know, that's the kind of thing you have to think of. On turn 5, he didn't cleanly kill your Arcanine. So why would he suddenly have an answer now? If you power shoot it, it's also a 3-5. And with your Arcanine alive, right, you don't have any way to buff your Light Warden because your heal damages instead of healing.
Yeah.
So
I think it
I would have
just
actually power
values
shooted.
I think it just values the Light Warden more than the Arcanine. I mean, Light Warden has infinite growth potential, but he's just weak because he has 2 health.
Not with the Arcanine on board, you see. So
Yeah, exactly. But he's counting on the Arcanine dying, right?
No, but
And he's purposely leaving at 3 health for the guy to go.
see what he has done is he put a maze in a very interesting spot. It's like, what am I going to clear?
Yeah, I think that's better because now that he's
yeah. I can see
waste a weapon charge, right? And if he does flurry, the thing survives.
Oh, if he does flurry, what actually happens is
Yeah, you just fuck it again lah.
the zombie child will heal a maze, and then it will
Yeah.
buff the Light Warden, and then Light Warden will be 3-4, and then Light Warden can trade into the Shredder. So
But it will be 3-1. It will be 3-1 and
oh my god, trade in the Shredder. So
you have to dagger to kill it and take 3 damage or something like that.
So Rosa's thinking many turns ahead, huh?
Yeah, I don't know now. I think we might be giving him too much credit.
okay, I think backstab is gonna come down, but is he gonna realize that if he backstabs is he gonna
Light Warden
backstab the
be
child
buffed.
or the Sludge Belcher? The child,
Is there any
right?
point to backstabbing the child? The Sludge Belcher. There's no
You
point,
just
right? You
stagger
can't clear
the-
it this turn, right?
Yes.
It backstabs the
Okay,
Light
yeah.
Warden.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think this
he's
is
really
okay as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't kill the Light Warden, you can't play your Eldering Fart. Ooh, what is that? Whoa.
That's not good.
Oh my god, is there a full board clear for Roses for free? It is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is...
Yeah, it is a bot clear for free.
Salt,
he
salt,
does
salt,
heal.
salt.
He does heal the rogue lah. Wait. Oh, okay.
He plays the boom after.
And he plays a boom. Yeah. So
Okay, but one thing to note is that even if a normal 2-drop came out, it's still very good for Roses because he can just steal it with his Cabal Shadow Priest.
Mhm.
So
unless it's a 3 attack 2 drop.
that would, you have to be really lucky to get a 3 on. Yeah. Like, I think it's about 50% or something like that. I'm actually not too sure about the stats. Okay, lower tab is going to throw a wrench in Rose's plans for now. I don't think you thought, I think you just def. You just
Go
def it.
face.
I think you just def it, right? Yeah. Oh man. So, still first, number 1 hype player looks to
2
be
losses in a row.
taking 2
Hey,
losses.
you never know, man. That prep screen can destroy you everything.
Nah, it's just a bit of friendly DM. He is
Prep
performing-
sprint. I mean, maybe he gets the what's that called? Taunos, and then
Yeah, lor.
eviscerate. Taunos eviscerate. It clears the board.
But to be fair, there wasn't really much he could have done this game. This matchup is just super in favor of like
Freeze.
yeah the priest. Do you passive heal or do you heal your boom?
Heal.
Are you like eating nuts?
Definitely heal. No?
What's that sound though? It's coming from you, right, Kaput?
What sound? Is it better? I think it might just be my lousy mic, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
So hint hint, can the next tournament have mic prizes?
Mic prizes.
Yeah, like Razer headset, you know.
That one you don't talk to us, right? We just cast, okay? We don't handle the prizes. If you guys watch our stream more often and we have more viewers, maybe we have more sponsors. So guys, please watch our stream when we do stream. Okay, so I think we're gonna see a very huge Jagger and then followed up by a Blade Flurry.
Ring.
This was actually one of the reasons why I was in favor of playing Thought Steal instead of healing, because always like around this kind of mana, like after you see the spring,
Yeah,
you kind of get the feeling that you're gonna lose your board anyway.
Yeah, you know a big one is coming. A big flurry is coming.
But think about it, okay? If he doesn't heal, the boom will be 7-4, right? 7-4 dies to that's worse. It dies to eviscerate. It dies to one Tinker Flurry. Right now, like he has to deadly poison and Tinker, so it makes him burn more cards. And just that you hit on yourself, it doesn't really matter much, right?
No, but you play the Cabal Shadow Priest anyway, so as long as your whole board doesn't get cleared, you only care if you have 1 million on board. So if the Cabal is 5 and the boom is 5, then like you get where I'm coming from, right? As long as 1 million survives your game, so you don't really care if it's the boom or the Cabal, as long as 1 million is 5. Like if he could power shield the Cabal, that would be a different story.
But you're saving 2 health for yourself and you are sacrificing 7 damage. Especially when you're still so high up.
Wait, what? What's the light bomb?
Yeah, you definitely light bomb here. There's no reason not to light bomb.
Oh yeah, because you never have a better time to light bomb, right?
Yeah, you're not gonna light bomb.
Yeah, not that many minions there.
Meanwhile, Amaze still hanging in there barely somehow with the Sludge Belcher. But I don't think it's gonna be really difficult for him to come back. We all know Roses actually thought still a sprint, so if he so chooses, he can just draw like 1 million cards from his hand.
And he still has one more Thought Steal after that, so he has plenty of draw. Meanwhile,
Right.
he's gonna.
Thought Steal again, but he should thought Stoner first before he like made this play. He might have gotten something better. Yes, he might have gotten something better like Lethal. I believe he just missed Lethal, guys. He could have set the Belcher, right? And then eviscerated, and then bam, Lethal. Right?
Oh, miss Lethal on stream.
Miss Lethal on stream. Roses, how do you feel about missing Lethal on the stream?
Wait, isn't Roses in camp? How can he play?
He's not. He's doing his like pre-BMT training, so he come out every day.
Oh, it's not a stay in.
Yeah, it's not.
I have no idea there's a pre-BMT training nowadays.
No, because he's signing on.
I thought pre-BMT is for like, you know, the overweight people.
Roses, come on. Daniel is the last thing for overweight. Okay, and okay, amazingly, right, guys? Roses play is gonna cost him because we're gonna see Taunos followed up by Blade Flurry, and that's gonna actually clear the entire board.
His board, no, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean-
Roses missed Lethal, and it actually mattered. Oh my gosh, guys.
I'm quite sure he's not going to lose the game in the end, but yeah, it really set him back a couple of turns, I think.
Huh. Is he not gonna kill the Belcher at 10 health with no cards in hand? Are you just gonna let the Belcher kill your stuff for free?
Wow, oh, really?
Okay, so I guess Holy Nova Eviscerate, and that's the game.
Wow, Priest winning a unfavored matchup.
Oh wait, it's not game, it's one off.
One off Lethal.
And he top decked the sprint, so... Huh. I guess you just heal yourself.
So with my Proleng, yeah. Do rogues run anti-heal bots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them.
This deck is running 2 Elden Ring fast years, right? So I don't think he runs anti-heal bot. Yeah, if you run 2 Elden Rings, you normally don't run anti-heal bot.
You have to sprint.
It's gonna be very difficult for enemies to combat regardless. Because F5,
He's just out of threats, right?
Wow, okay guys, if Roses actually went for the Eviscerate, he would have forced Amaze into a situation where Amaze actually cannot win at all.
It's still hard to see how Amaze can win.
I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because
Really hard to see how Amaze can win.
no, but if Roses doesn't go for the BM fatigue kill, I'll be very disappointed. You have eviscerate pass, there's no other way.
Eviscerate pass, come on, eviscerate pass.
And then you set the
Aiyo.
SI. Yeah, he set the SI7 as well.
Yeah, he does it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Amaze, second game in a row. Didn't last much longer, the second game.
Because he's playing against Roses, ma. That's why. The double BM coming out.
Double BM, yeah,
Double
BM
BM.
everybody on screen. Hey Kaput, finish marking already ah?
Yes. I don't bring stuff home to work.
Walao, you got so much. Okay, I also want to be a primary school teacher.
You know,
No, that doesn't mean that I don't have anything to mark. It just means that I don't bring home stuff to mark.
Yeah, that is not an option in secondary school. At least not in my secondary school.
I don't want to be a secondary school teacher or primary school teacher. I'm a primary school student.
But JC teachers are okay. Yeah.
These teachers have no students, what are you talking about? Half your students are students. Unless you go to a very mugger JC. Your microphone is giving me AIDS, you know.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Jenny just woke up. Walao. Come to join us ah.
He just woke up at 9.
Yeah.
Wow, seriously, yeah.
This is after he challenged. After he told us he wants to play a serious stone tournament today. Then he went to sleep.
Okay, of course what happened last night was Silver and Waffle had a best of 5 and then Waffle lost.
And at 5 AM, right, or something like that.
And then Waffle played a best of 5 against me and then he lost, of course, naturally. So that puts mine and Waffle's scrim score to 9-0, guys. In case you don't know, 9-0.
9-0. Although you did change from last year's conquest halfway through lah. Not that it makes a difference, I think.
Format doesn't matter, guys. People say Hearthstone is all luck, but 9-0,
9-0.
I don't know, man. 9-0, man. What can I say? I must be very lucky then. okay, enough of BMing Waffle, but yeah, that's basically what
No,
happened.
but
We
in
had
general,
2 best of 5s.
okay, Rogue versus Priest, is the Rogue favored? Or is the Priest favored?
It depends on the pre-stack, really.
Oh.
I think it's definitely rogue. All rogue versus most priest types, it's rogue.
But the most common priest right now is the Tempo Priest, right? The Chinese Tempo Priest, the Deathlord one.
Double Death Lord, yeah.
Yeah, that one is very hard for Rogue to beat. Because like, the Vanish Chosen the Deathlord is like 4-12, and then you just can't deal with it. And then you still have 2 Belchers.
Okay, I agree. But it's not bad one, right? Roses is not playing good.
It's not a bad matchup, but I think the Priest is favored.
But that wasn't Rose's deck though, right? Roses
Yeah,
was not
Rose's deck
playing
doesn't play Deathlords.
So
So
he was actually in the unfavored matchup and he won.
Yes.
Rosa showing his skill? Question mark?
Skill stone. Or actually, it's probably the other way
Skill
around,
stone?
right? It's probably Amaze showing that he has no idea how to play his Oiro.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Shots fired by Yen Sensei. Shots
Actually, I'm just
fired.
reading what CFR said now.
Chong FR.
Yeah.
Oiro is pretty difficult, but okay, what Chong FR said here is that you should set. Wait, what did he say? What was Chong FR's line of play? Wonder why he set Warden. Yeah, wonder why he set Warden. Yeah, I think you should save the set for big stuff. I actually agree with what Chong FR said. Like Sep should be played for a tempo. Like usually use Sep on minions which cost more than 2, because if you Sep a Light Warden, you just replace the Light Warden for 1 mana, and then you actually lose 1 mana. So you are trading away 1 card to have a -1 mana advantage. So
Sep,
unless you have a very good reason to do that, it's probably not.
Sep's- yeah, so if it, in talk theory, Sep is a card that's strictly card disadvantage. So if it doesn't gain you enough tempo, you just lose too much.
But maybe he was worried for something like Pyro plus Circle Healing and then Wombo combo, like, you know, kind of like Colento's
Like huge,
semi.
yeah,
Yeah.
huge like Warden, but
No, but if you set the Light Warden, you kind of just lose slowly. You just kind of have to hope that he doesn't have that kind of combo. Because, like, you have to play for the win, right? Not, I'm going to lose slower by stepping the Light Warden. If you set the Light Warden, you almost certainly fall behind in value. Or tempo at least. In that
Alright,
sense.
we are going to watch the next match. It will be the Sean Bay versus
Frico.
We've seen both of these players already, so probably we will see the
Handlock
the
versus
Zoo,
Paddock.
right? Oh no, the Handlock. Yeah, the Handlock versus the
Okay.
Paddy.
I know I've said this a lot of times. I've also seen this matchup and casted this matchup quite a few times. Paladin in this matchup just presses hero power and he wins.
Right, because inequality just kills Handlock, right?
You know, so right here, right, like if he plays Knife Juggler, he doesn't know what he's doing. He just hero power. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. You just hero power, like this matchup, you just slam your hero power.
Or maybe he doesn't know it's a Handlock.
Okay. If you think it's not a handlock, then yeah, not pressing hero power is correct. But if you know it's a handlock, you just press hero power and you win.
Well,
Yeah.
Silver is going to guess the Sean Bay's hand.
But if you go slow with handlock, right, you are very, very disadvantaged, man.
If he goes slow with handlock, I guess that's whoa.
Why did he
Oh.
play that?
I
did
think
he
he
just
wa-
not
I think he wants to Iron Big Owl.
Yeah,
That's very
Right.
weird.
that's weird, yeah.
I also don't agree with not trading the Divine Shield.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
I think we're gonna see Mortal Coil ping off the Divine Shield followed by the 4-5 kick
Owl,
off the
yeah, Owl, and then he loses his board.
It would be really weird for him to like turn back on the whole Ancient Water.
Committed watcher, right?
Is he
but
gonna
he's-
what?
Yeah, he's going to do that. He's going to do the thing which Clarence hates the most.
Guys, you don't simply reverse your line of play. He just like crossed out
Guys, I know what the
himself.
sound is.
What's the sound?
The user,
Kaput, it's your mic, it's your typing.
I'm not typing anything.
no, I think Kaput just has a really crappy mic.
Yeah, I think my mic is quite crap.
Yeah, so it's just picking up stuff and causing interference. Just the signal is just noisy.
Anyway, let me get back to how much I hate what he did. Basically, he costed his Twilight Drake an extra 2 health, and that is probably gonna matter quite a bit because this means that the Knife Juggler plus 2 Cockhammer charges will deal with the Twilight Drake, which I think is the play you should definitely go for, and he still chooses to not use the shield.
Yeah, I mean maybe he wants to do he hoping to top deck his Argus and taunts up both or something funny like that.
Man, like why would you use Cockhammer?
And he doesn't
first?
do that.
Okay, he's gonna Mortal Coil the 1/1. He's gonna draw a card as a Dark Bomb.
He's
So-
gonna ouch.
He seems to be very fixated on getting the card draw of Mortal Coil, which is a bit strange. I think here we're just gonna see Belcher. What's the 6 drop in the Paladin's hand?
Is it Torison? I can't see it.
I think it's a Thousand, right?
Silver, can you? It's a Sylvanas.
It's Sylvanas. I mean, you could coin out Sylvanas now. Yeah, but Belcher's probably better. So he finally decides to use his Cockhammer to hit the Twilight Drake, something which he should have done a
Some
few
time
times
ago.
already, yeah, some time ago. So
Yeah,
I
damage
think
taker is the same.
I think both of them are playing very weirdly here. It's like
really means
weird plays.
yeah, like the ancient watcher is still there, not doing anything.
I mean, he can taunt it up.
Yeah, I think like maybe the warlock chose to play watcher when he has giants and drakes when he has had.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
then only chose to
Cockhammer face.
yeah, like just a series of weird plays, you know.
Okay, I think we will see BGH come out, but then we will see a very weak token play when the right play would definitely be to coin and then take out a true silver and chop the 4/4. I think Frico doesn't realize that the Ancient Watcher is actually a threat at this point because it's probably going to be taunted up soon or Shadow Flame.
Flame, right?
Yeah, like since you know that on turn 7 you're gonna play boom anyway, so you want to equip your weapon in preparation for the boom turn so that your weapon is already up and ready to be used. So you definitely equip your weapon here. Oh wow, he actually goes for it, but yeah, wow, okay, I like
Is he sniping
I like
you?
this play a lot. Yep. Nah, there's a delay. He
That's
can't
delay,
possibly.
right? So yeah, so he's at least thinking.
Yeah, this is an excellent play because he sets up his weapon and a 4/2 and a 1/2 on the board. Next time he
He
plays
has board,
boom.
he has weapon, he has boom. It's very hard for.
Mm-hmm. Well, the conservative play here for the handlock would be to play Belcher, but I think Sylvanas is actually the winning play. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're allowed to take 9. You look to like taking 9 damage next turn from Frico, but you're not dead yet. And if you don't play Sylvanas now, you're probably never gonna find the time to play Sylvanas.
I actually like this more.
Why?
Really?
Kaput, why? Why not Sylvanas?
No, I'm just more conservative in it's if he goes full right, that's 9 damage.
This way you kind of just lose slower. Like,
He left with 6, and then he might have like I have no idea what but and someone
you see?
he didn't have Molten just now.
The Molten Giant, you see? He should have played Sylvanas. So I'm right, guys.
No,
Should
play to
Sylvanas.
win, right?
Okay, he does have the Siphon Soul to answer the Dr. Boom, but you're still in a shitty scenario. So I don't know what you do from here. I guess you just silence a Boombot. Maybe? No, you kind of need to save your hours for Tyrion, right?
Yeah, I need to. You can. Oh, he's gonna pass. He's not gonna play the 2-3.
Hey guys, I'm back. What's happening?
Okay, I thought he would play the 2-3.
Are you eliminated already?
Let's not talk about it. Anyway,
So you lost. So you lost.
I got crushed 3-1.
Oh my gosh.
My lineup was terrible against his lineup.
Yeah, it's always the lineup problems, right? Nothing to do with misplays or you being.
I wouldn't know because I can't see how the games went, but I probably played poorly. I don't think I was playing that well. Anyway,
Can he?
that's scary.
Can he giant Shadow Flame?
I think you
Yeah, he
tap
can.
before you do that so that you can play your.
Yeah, so you can play the second giant. Shack boys.
Yep.
What's
Ouch,
going
ouch,
on,
ouch.
guys? Oh wait.
Misplay stone.
No, it's a
Oh, because of the boom bot.
Because of the
Actually,
Lucky
it's the right
bastard.
It's actually
Wow.
right play.
Right play. Yep. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So
Wait, no, he got hit. He got hit for like how much by the boom bot? 6, right?
Yeah, but he only needed 3 to play them for.
Oh, sure, yeah, I guess. Okay, cool.
Okay, so here you play Sylvanas and then you taunt them up, right? You play Sylvanas then you taunt the Sun Free.
on everybody.
Sure, yeah.
Oh my god, he taps.
Wow.
He gets anti-Q bot. Really ballsy.
Wow. Why would
Paid
you
off.
tap?
It paid
Why
off.
would you, but why would you tap?
I think you play Watcher, right? So the next turn you can taunt your Watcher and your
Yeah, I
Sylvanas.
think you should. MC Tech could be a possibility that you want to run around.
Maybe he's also
Maybe.
playing around Equality and Consecrate.
That's more likely, yeah.
Yeah, and you know he's gonna play Equality Consecrate.
Yeah, where's Kaput? He's gone.
I'm here. I
Oh,
just
okay,
need
cool,
my
cool.
mic so that you guys don't hear that.
Kaput's not friendly. That's why.
Kaput's mic is cancer, that's why.
It is quite cancerous. I was listening to the stream. It really sounded like
Like-
cancer would lah, basically.
Like baby mole rats being strangled. The soft sound of bones being crushed under the weight of Kaput's.
Yes.
Something.
You can Ancient Watcher, Defender of Argus, and Shadow
I think
Flame, the
you just-
Defender of Argus.
I think you just Shadow Flame, like.
Wow, that balls tap. Well, that's interesting. I quite like this a lot.
He's gonna Shadow Flame the owl.
Yeah.
That's better.
That is a nice play.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're gonna see Tyrion top deck and then he's gonna have no answer. Okay, it's not Tyrion. I think you put your faith in the light here, right? You like lay on hands and then you just draw. Like Tarzan, you don't have the cards for
Yeah,
Tarzan.
no, there's nothing. I mean, yeah,
Get a
Tarzan.
cheaper lay on hands.
No, like it's much better to lay on hands first, then play Tarzan later. That way you get value on 6 cards.
You value on more cards.
He's gonna
Yeah.
get blown up by the Defender of Argus. It's pretty disgusting.
Or he can just go for Siphon Soul.
What? No! Stop tapping. You don't need so many things.
Wow.
I think tapping is okay if he chooses a
Tap,
Siphon Soul.
Ken, should tap.
Tarzan has no burst, yeah, you just tap.
I would-
Okay,
I
here
would-
we go guys, here we go. Here we go.
Put your faith in the light.
Put your faith in the light, guys.
And he used up the Siphon Soul too. I thought the.
So
Yeah,
this is what,
Sylvanas though.
so this is what I was talking about.
No, but you play Sylvanas one turn after you play the Tyrion is a bit.
And there'll be 2 tokens up.
You
and then-
can work your way around it somehow. It's not impossible.
Oh, did you boom? No, you definitely can't boom.
You can't boom.
Yeah, you must.
Use Sylvanas plus Argus.
No, I think you dark bomb
No,
the.
you Argus. You Argus. You definitely Argus.
You taunt up the Sylvanas. Yeah, you had to taunt the Sylvanas.
Sure, I suppose. I mean, this doesn't seem like winning though.
No.
If you because the divine shield is just basically free 6 damage, it's pretty brutal to take.
It doesn't matter, right? Because your winning plan here is to steal
It's to
Tyrion.
steal the Tyrion, I suppose. And you
Everything
can dump
else-
a token, I guess.
Everything else is a losing play. Okay, Zombie Chow.
Oh, he's not gonna.
What?
He's not gonna go for the Sylvanas.
It's like a 25%. Go for the soup. Oh my god.
I thought that was okay because like you know it's a free shield. He's going Sylvanas is going to trade into Tyrion anyway.
No, but now
But the only way you can lose as a paladin, the only way you can lose is if Sylvanas steals your Tyrion, correct? I mean,
Yeah, but if you run your Tyrion into Sylvanas and Sylvanas steals it, right, you have just lost.
it's like 25%. Like, oh man.
This is fine. He's going for the all-in aggro play. I like it.
It's still okay, right? You see, now he just got the 1-1.
And then he gets a nice
This
consecrate.
is a better outcome.
Yeah, it's a better control the outcome. Okay, I guess we're gonna see consecrate. He's gonna take a bunch of damage. Then we'll probably see maybe
Juraxus.
not Juraxus. I mean, on Paladin side, like Knife Juggler plus bot.
I think it's sway lah, no Eldor. No Eldor for the whole game, right?
But it doesn't actually matter. He's like very healthy.
You need the
There's plenty of health.
I
lah.
think you play Zombie Chow, right? Do you?
Oh, he's going for the meter. He's gonna get blown up by the Juraxus.
Yeah.
Weapon charge is wasted. Ah, shit.
I don't think you make this play ever. Like you already committed to playing passively, right? So you just play passively all the way.
Yeah, leaving the. Oh, he's not gonna play Juraxus.
Which is fine also, I suppose, because like he's protecting the boom here.
You're dragging it out lah.
If he were to Juraxus, the boom would be dead the following turn. So
the longer you wait before Juraxus, the better it is. Actually.
yeah.
Against the Paladin, yeah.
Because you're just using out the Paladin's threats, right?
Yeah, and the worst thing is right, he can't Harrison at the end. Yeah, in case the Pally runs Harrison.
I think
Oh,
the Paladin,
that's true. That's really valid point.
I think the Paladin should have just played Zombie Chow like way earlier. Like holding on to Zombie Chow is not. Like he already committed to the control play, so you should just look at the Warlock's life total and imagine it doesn't exist.
Can we have a check on the deck sizes? I feel like the handlock's pretty close to 50.
Yeah, he's like 4 cards away or something
I
like
think he's gonna win in about 2 turns though, so it doesn't really matter.
that. I also don't like the fact that
I would have went for damage. I don't think I would have traded.
They both are the control, right? So it's one of those. No one knows who's the beat down.
no, but like I also don't like the fact that Frico didn't play the Shredder earlier and he chose to play like a token plus the Quartermaster. Like now he draws his master and then he doesn't have Quartermaster to activate it. Like you had a Shredder. Shredder's such a good neutral play. Right? Why don't you just play it? If he has to play the Mountain Giant now, right? Or if he doesn't play, as in he would never have to play.
Can you Juraxus on this board? You have to trade, right? There's too much damage.
Yeah. But I mean, he doesn't have pawn, that's why he has no choice.
Yeah, but this means he will probably never get to play the Mountain Giant, right?
Next turn. Okay,
No, you
yours,
just
right?
just heal
Next turn
power.
for 10 power. Next turn for 10 for 10 mana. It doesn't make sense, right?
He's
That
gonna
is so
take 4.
greedy.
He's gonna
Wow,
take
that's
4.
That's so
Wow.
greedy.
Wow.
Doomsayer? Nah. He's gonna.
Doomsayer would have been fine. He would have wanted a Doomsayer, they just went face, I think.
Oh my god, what's going on, guys?
Wow, this Juraxus is
Okay, he picks up the other Quartermaster. I think this is game. I don't see how.
Oh wow, that top deck.
Wait, does a Handlock have another Shadow Flame?
You see, this game was so winnable by Handlock. If he had went face with that boom several turns earlier, he could have gotten 2 turns worth of face damage.
Okay, yeah.
my deck is running out of
Oh
cards.
wow. Oh son of a god.
This game is going everywhere.
What on earth?
What would be really funny, he plays a Zombie Chow now.
If he top decks True Silver Champion, does he know that he doesn't have True Silver Champion?
I think you go ham, right? You go ham and then you play your Shredder. And then
He go ham?
Yeah,
Did he
face.
die from the reverse ham?
this is
No, 13 damage. He has to go for face lah. There's no way really.
no, but guys, if he saved his True Silver charge, he would have won. Like, why did you go face earlier?
Oh, that's so sad.
That is very
Then
sad.
said,
No,
You got attrition out. Wait!
wow, what?
He's gonna die to
Wait, he has
fatigue!
fatigue, you know? He has fatigue.
oh my gosh!
What
Oh
is
my
he
god!
thinking?
What is he doing? What's he doing?
Oh my gosh, this is an amazing game.
Oh, the trolls are real, guys.
Comedy of errors.
He, he had it in the back. Oh my gosh.
If they had gone all face point up, you would have won.
Yeah, like what is he doing? Oh my gosh. Hey, are we really sending these guys to play against
To be fair though, the reverse would have he drew equality the following turn, so the bot would have disappeared and I think he would have a lethal anyway. So I don't think it would change the outcome, but it was extremely silly of him to do that. So
yeah.
Yeah, inequality was a correct answer.
No, okay, no, but the thing is that the paladin had 4 more cards. So it was like a 75% in favor of the warlock, because equality is 1 in 4.
You guys do know that, paladins might not run 2 double equality right now.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like there is a chance that there's 0%.
well, I think discussing the play is irrelevant
bad,
because
it's
he
bad.
forced himself to die. That's just what happened. Like, there was a decent play, and there are a bunch of plays you could have made that are bad, and there's a play where you commit suicide, and that was the play that he did. So,
And this is what I mentioned, right, about the Mountain Giant. If you don't play the Mountain Giant, then you're never gonna play it again.
yeah.
So was it really necessary to play Draxus? He wouldn't have died, right, if he didn't Draxus on that turn. He traded.
No, he wouldn't have died.
Yeah, you would be left with like 2, then you Draxus the next turn, and you have a Mountain Giant. I mean, you already like kind of went all in and said, I'm gonna not play Draxus for like 6 turns in a row. And then after that, suddenly you go back on it and you're like, hey, let's play Draxus now, when you actually feel kind of safe, because both True Silvers have been used, right?
He could have healed more if he did not play Jiraxus.
Yeah,
he could
yeah.
have taken the turn to resolve the Mountain Giant, and that would have been massive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you put two really. They obviously haven't practiced this matchup at all. Yeah. Starting with
To be
the
fair,
iron-
I feel it's a pretty difficult matchup. I
No.
played it more from the Paladin side, I think it's quite difficult.
No, Paladin is really easy. You just press hero power every turn and you win.
You
No, like, you
lose
just-
the threats. The threats
No,
are
you don't.
just...
You don't. You just don't play cards. Then you just hero power every turn and then you win. And that's it.
Are you sure or not? Against Handlock, you can't do that, man.
I don't think so. Especially with the current Paladin builds, which are like single equality.
No.
Speak at turn 4, you have 2 dudes, and he has a giant. What are you gonna do with that?
Then you play out of Peacekeeper and then he kills off your dudes and you continue to
What if
win.
you don't have Peacekeeper in your hand? And now your hand is Knife Jungler, Shielded Mini Board.
Then you have
Like-
mulligan wrongly for Handlock. No, okay,
No,
I think
but
like
this-
on ladder the problem is that you offer mulligan for Zoo, so you will play against it like it is Zoo. But if you know the guy's playing Handlock right, you mulligan very differently. You
No,
search
but the
for
point is these are cards that are in your deck. Shielded Mini Board is in your deck. Knife Jungler is in your deck. You have to play them at some point. If you play them on turn 15, the value in the game is going to be so low. So why don't you resolve them earlier to push damage when they are good, which is on turn 2?
because
Isn't
damage is worthless in this matchup. Like you just put them on board for stuff. And Knife Juggler should mostly be played with the equality combo. So you just equality Knife Juggler Master.
Sure. I
Create a
suppose.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah, but you need pressure, lah. You need pressure at the start.
I
for
agree.
Handlock. If you let him draw, right, he has every answer later.
No, but it's okay. It's okay because you still win. You just press token and then you win.
I disagree. I don't think that's the way the matchup's played. But
Yeah, it's tough when you only and you remember at the start, right? He didn't have equality. So if he just tokens and the
Okay,
comes down, the giant comes down, what can you do? You know you have to
Okay,
plan
as in-
for turns, right? Then it's like you know that at turn 4 you're in trouble. So you
As in,
press
with regards to his hand, because he didn't have Eldor, yeah, so from playing Knife Juggler and Cock Hammer is probably right. But like, if you know his hand lock, you probably should mulligan for Eldor. And if you do have an Eldor Peacekeeper, you definitely don't let go of your Juggler. Because you have to save it for the like equality Juggler Master combo.
so if your deck is full of cards that are not good against Handlock, as
No,
you
but-
just said, then how is it a good matchup for you?
No, it's Paladin cannot lose the matchup. All you do is hero power and you win. Like I don't know how to explain it. I can't actually explain it very well. But the matchup is heavily in Paladin's favor. As long as you play it very slow. The slower you play it, right, the better it is for you.
But if you play slow, the warlock becomes a beat down. Okay, and the problem with that is right, their beat down is like giant beat down. Beat
Okay,
down Science.
As in the main issue, right, is that modern day warlocks tend to cut a lot of AoE, so they don't actually have enough AoE to deal with all your dudes. So if you force them to Hellfire,
But you're
right?
just playing one dude a turn. Like,
No, but you have Master also, you have Master.
Hello, everybody.
Oh.
Warlocks minimum have three AoEs. Most warlocks 3 AoEs minimum. It's
Three
like
lah, three, yeah.
double Hellfire, 1 Shadow Flame, or 2 Shadow Flame, 1 Hellfire.
anyway, so for the reason why we're talking about this is because it's far more interesting than this game. It looks
This
every-
is like priest
every
against
pl-
Paladin, man.
every
You're just
play
gonna
so
see-
far has been straightforward. There's not been anything too complex.
Anyway, you're just gonna
Um,
see like Paladin hero power everything, because this is what Paladin does. Like Paladin just hero powers.
Against Priest, I agree. I think that's definitely strong.
You got the most experienced handlock player among us, right?
Yeah. And I think you turn up your mic. It's kinda soft.
Yeah.
No, yeah. We can't hear. Oh, is that someone's stream? Is that someone just
Sorry,
playing?
I was eating food, then I switched off my mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Jinny is the most experienced handlock player among us. So it's Clarence right. Paladin just plays zero power every turn and then handlock loses.
Not really. It's mostly the big equality consecration turn.
You just see Silver BMU. Waffle.
I don't give much thought about silver. Yeah. Why don't we go straight to this game?
Yeah, we're just kind of chilling out and watching it at the moment. I think it looks pretty good for Paladin. His hand is exactly where he wants it to be. I think the most important thing in this matchup for Paladin is to play something every turn. And the most important thing to play every turn and on curve is Tyrion, because you want Tyrion before he has mind control. Because if he has mind control mana accessible to him, you will never dare to play Tyrion. And he has it in his hand, so he can play alternate.
Unfortunately, right, on turn 9, he has Sylvanas Shadow with Death.
And that is very unfortunate, and hopefully he will have more of a board than just Tyrion.
Would you play a turn 7 preemptive Sylvanas?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
With
No.
the bomb in your hand, definitely you do. You just play Sylvanas instead, you just like bomb. And you just steal whatever is
Yeah.
left.
Okay, the only problem is, right, if he sees Sylvanas, he will not cast Tyrion. He just wait for Sylvanas to die first. And then,
But then he reached mind control mana, and then he's scared of mind control as well. So
Ooh, Tarzan. Okay,
I
what
think
do
you got to play into the Sylvanas. I don't know.
Do you light bomb here and then circle? I think you do, right? Light bomb circle is like quite good.
Oh yeah, light bomb circle's pretty insane.
You draw 2 cards and then you get to clear.
More than light bomb, and then you can trade both your guys into the 1/2 and then
No,
circle.
you can't. Your slime takes 1 damage.
Oh, the slime.
Oh,
yeah.
no, wait. You can damage the slime with your Northshire. Then you draw 3 cards instead.
Huh? No, you only draw.
but you can't kill the slime lah.
You can't kill the slime, but you damage the slime with your
You
Northshire.
only draw 2 cards still.
No, you draw 3. You heal the slime as well. His slime.
Oh sure, okay.
I think he plays Zombie Chow. Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
just.
think I definitely play Chow here.
Yeah, guys, play Chow earlier or you never get to play him. Play your Chows.
That Holy Nova will prove
I
to
think
be.
we're gonna see Dr. Boom. Oh my god, guys, mind control tech. Boys, it's. Oh my god.
The original Dr. Boom counter.
Okay,
Yep.
I know that Rosas is gonna play the mind control tech
It's
because
mind control tech because he's
He's-
like 60% to get the boom.
he's the kind of player who will definitely play the MCT.
Yeah.
He will definitely play. He will not miss out on the opportunity to not play the MCT.
More importantly, he's the guy who needs the luck to happen to him right now. And as we all know in Hearthstone, if you need the luck to go your way,
Wait,
It will go
what?
away.
No!
Oh my god.
one edit, but that was not good. I think you definitely should have went for it there. There was no reason not to.
No, I guess if you're waiting for the master combo, right, you can get other chances.
I said he can deal the Doom, right? That's
Okay, maybe that's okay because think about it. If you MCT boom on
He just hovered over it as if like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I did
I forgot it was there.
you have a
Ooh.
75% chance to get a
I
shit
thought
card.
Can someone says
Right.
she forgot about it? Yeah.
Look at Rose's Legend Priest.
If
I'm
you
beaten with this deck. Forgetting about MC Tech.
if you MCT on a master turn, right, you have a very good chance to get a good card. That's
That's
the
true.
Yeah,
It's a good chance to equalize the situation.
Huh. if you were gonna
Just
let the
curious.
Naru,
Wait.
Wait, what? That was definitely.
Why did he narrow himself?
Was it a misplay? Oh.
maybe he just wants the card draw rather than healing his own face.
Why do you need cards?
I don't know. Maybe he just
He has
wants.
6 cards in his hand.
The only explanation for that is he wants to play around consecration, I guess.
So
Okay.
let him
no 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 no，来了咯，来了。
来了 MCT 来了 MCT 来了。
He definitely plays it here, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, you can both. Oh wow, you cannot play here actually. I think you just go for it. You trade
you-
everything.
I actually
Yeah,
prefer the Organized
this is
Blade
correct.
because it damages his face for 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, get the attack in, get the attack in. Don't be a
Get the
scrub.
attack.
Oh my
Hey,
god,
Oh.
he didn't attack!
hey.
He
Scrub.
didn't attack! He forgot to attack! Too damn. Oh my god, Roses, what are you doing?
Roses, you are dropping down the HSA hierarchy.
He just missed 2 damage. Wow. That's saddening.
I guess it doesn't matter in this matchup, to be honest.
Would you play the MCT?
I wouldn't play it here, no.
Can you find a better spot to play?
The second master combo.
Yeah, lor, second master.
Yeah, the second master. Like, you already went full YOLO and said, like, I'm gonna play control.
And all the more the guy will not expect it because he
You
had a
never
very good
expect
chance.
MCT, right? You
Yeah.
play MCT for so many opportunities.
Do you just holy
I think you
fire
just.
us?
No. Wait, Holy Fire? Really?
Do you feel the need to kill Tarizan when the guy only has 2 cards in hand? Or do you just play your Sarah
You thought steal first.
if you play your Sarah?
No,
Yes.
I don't think you did Sarah. I think you thought steal first.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow. That's a
Wow.
nice.
That's
Well,
a
I
nice
think-
combo.
Equality, Holy Nova.
Wow.
Oh, what are we seeing, guys?
So I think you just Holy Fire here, set up for the Isara next turn.
Actually, why not play Sylvanas here? Like, you can
Because you can
force,
trade both his guys in and you don't get value out of the Sylvanas.
but that's good enough. Your Sylvanas just went 2 for 1.
But you didn't steal anything. When
You
you steal
have-
something, it's like 3 for 1.
But you
Because
do
you
have,
rem-
but you do have equality Holy Nova, so you don't actually need to give a shit about that. Like, think about
But
it.
this is a control game, man. Every bit of value counts.
But as the priest with your Sarah in hand, like you already have infinite value. All you need to do is make sure he doesn't have equality when you play your Sarah.
Wow. Then how do you make sure he doesn't have equality by dating it out first, right?
Okay, the reason why I prefer
Like,
okay, but the thing about not playing Sylvanas earlier is that I feel that against Paladin, especially with their token hero power, you're always gonna have to play the RNG with Sylvanas. So I'd rather play it earlier than play it later. Like you play it now, right? The Frico has the option of actually playing Knife Juggler, Sylvanas, and hero power and just going full hand from face. Because Sylvanas is a very slow card. Like if you play it reactively in this situation, right, he can just go full hand and he can just ignore you. You get what I mean?
From what I saw-
Set up. Like on that turn, right, you definitely force full trade of the board. So it acts as a full board clear and you still keep your Holy Nova. I mean, you still keep your Holy Fire. Your Holy Fire can still go 1 for 1 for his Sylvanas. Whereas right now, right, you have to, you're forcing yourself to play into a board clear or to clear his board. I mean, okay, Roses does have the board clear, we know that lah. But if he didn't, the scenario would be very different. Like if he didn't have the equality Holy Nova. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Frico can just go full hand. He doesn't need to care. He can just play his own Sylvanas, go full hand. And then
He
hope
just
that
went full
Sylvanas-
hand here and he's gonna somewhat
he did,
get punished for it, I think.
yeah, he's
Oh
still,
well. Yeah.
This is exactly what I mean, you see. Like, against the Paladin, most of the time, this is what happens. You just steal a 1-1. So if you can play Sylvanas and force them to trade in, right, you just do it. You won't get any other chance.
Sure. I suppose.
I mean, that's just my personal opinion, lah. It's not, oh my gosh, I think we're gonna see Vol'jin plus...
Can you Vol'jin Holy Nova? You leave the 4th 4-1, I suppose.
I think,
But everything else dies.
I think you Vol'jin Holy Nova, but Vol'jin will die to the sword. Does he really want to kill the Shredder? They are equating just for the Shredder. Feels very weird, actually.
Yeah.
I'm happy for Vol'jin. You at least like use 1 charge of the sword.
No, but he has enough life to survive the. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That will look pretty bad actually, but looking at Rose's hand, he has no
spells.
spells, so...
I mean, maybe Sarah will give him some spells.
Ah, true. The best is Sarah cards are the spells.
Yeah.
They keep on trading. Ysera Awakens will be pretty funny.
It won't last very long. Frico will
Yeah,
die.
that's true.
It'll die the first time.
Okay, so yeah, so I actually feel that playing Sylvanas was the better play back then. Like, if he played Sylvanas, he would still have a Holy Fire. That means he has an answer to like Frico Sylvanas if it does come out. But
Fair enough.
he's still gonna win the game for sure.
Yep.
But he's playing really, really safely actually. Tarzan is super safe.
It looks pretty good because it challenges directly the.
Yeah, and it doesn't like
Right.
play into equality.
Slow
Like-
control lah, right?
This is very lucid play by Frico. I mean by Roses. For once, after he missed 2 damage with the Zombie Chow, and then he played MCT on
He made us part of the plan. He was playing for the long game, which is why he missed it again.
I see. I see. Whoa, nice mind games right
Mind
there.
games, right? Mind games.
Showing us why you just lost a best of 5 by missing 2 damage. Was that how you lost?
And justifying to myself that it's for the long game.
Is it why you're so salty now?
Let's not talk about it. I think it's boom time.
Boom time,
Wow,
boys.
this is damn bad, man, right now.
I think you boom because if he steals your boom, you just beat.
You can just VGH it back, yeah. And he's running out of cards, so. What? No, please, boom. Just boom. I definitely think it's a boom.
Or do you play your Sarah? No, right? You have to play boom.
Boom heal.
Okay, do you like the Naru yourself? And then
You give him the light, Naru. I think that's
Give it to
slightly
him,
awkward.
no? You give it to him, and it's
And he's already on 7, so you want to maintain fatigue pressure. Oh wow.
not only that. Every time you heal, you buff his Naru.
yeah, but he
He's,
buffs, he
Light
buffs
Warden.
your Light and Naru. If he uses the Light Naru, you
Yeah,
get one
both.
as well.
Yeah.
You just keep trading Light and Narus, and then your Light Wardens
But
well.
his light Naru is better because he has a thorn to protect it.
You can like Vojin. Oh wait, you can't Vojin Light and Naru. What am I saying? Okay,
Yeah, I mean you could lah, but it's not a good play.
okay, the first bot goes to the Belcher. I definitely believe you should hit.
No, leave the panda alive.
Yes.
Oh, that's a pretty awkward bomb situation.
I believe the next turn, Rosa should definitely heal the Walker Cho. Out of respect for Cho. You can't just leave him at 3 HP. You have to heal the Cho.
Call camera time.
Cho boys, taunted Cho.
Okay, but
Let's see it.
What does Cockhammer actually do here? Like, it's just
Push
gonna-
damage. Taunted Cho. Nice.
Oh,
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Yeah, you BTH it, you play on Belcher, and then you light the Naru. Wait, you don't light the Naru, I'm sorry. You heal your.
Oh nice, I like this Sarah. Just forcing it in. This is pretty sick.
Hmm.
And that's a good one to get
But you,
as of this board.
no, but
it's
you don't
pretty-
protect. But you don't protect your BGH. You could have just Belchered and healed yourself, I guess. Like,
But the Vulture's gonna die eventually at some point anyway. Because he has the cock hammer and everything.
yeah, I guess this is a bit more aggressive. Okay.
It is, it is.
And you can't actually cock hammer can you cock hammer the BGH? You can't, right? That's like too much damage.
Yeah,
If
it's
a whole
definitely too much damage.
deny or whatever. Interestingly enough, the lower control is gonna prevent him from casting
Mind control.
control, yeah.
but what is
It's dying soon enough. Here you just go 3, you play a Belcher, you play Sister, and you heal yourself, I think.
Yeah. Though this is why I felt like you should play the Belcher earlier, because the Belcher will definitely deal with his board. Ysera doesn't directly deal with his board, and even if you get a Ysera Awakens, do you want to play it?
No, but you're kind of attritioning him out with the Ysera, you just get out of cards.
Has he played his lay on hands yet?
He can't play Stay on hands! Lock control exists!
Not good show.
If you give him Lay on hands, you might see something like Okanai Lay on hands.
Emerald Drake! Oh wow, yes, he's getting all the minions. That's what you want to see. Oh,
Oh.
Shaq. That's so terrible.
Yeah, he's getting all the spells.
Do you equality consecrate?
You do.
Give equality to him.
Ysera is game losing, you have to do it.
You're gonna give him consecrate too!
So you give him a bot clear.
So nobody has a board anymore!
I mean, you were going to lose anyway, so
But
you might as
that
well.
confirm the priest will win, right? If you give him a bot clear.
No, he's not giving it a consecration, he's just clearing this way. That's
Oh,
fine.
This, this is actually very interesting.
I like this. You had to do it, you had to clear the Ysera, if not you're going to lose.
So do you Vojin and trade your Vojin in for 2 health? He can buff the Law Walker Cho so he doesn't die.
Wait, you inverse buff your Vojin? Oh, that's really cool. I've never seen that before.
Attrition play, boys. Just grinding each other out.
Oh my gosh, a true silver value.
Not particularly, I mean... your guys are still protected with the taunt, so there's no need to choose silver. You can trade both your things in.
I think Ginny would play a true silver and hit the Drake, forgetting that he has 6 health and 8 life.
Well, what kind of BM
Wow,
is
you
that?
heal up, you heal up to 8.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you don't die. You don't die.
Scraps.
That is quite.
Oh my
Just
god.
like Ginny, were you around when we saw the attack to the direction?
The headlock play, the amazing headlock play.
Yeah, he fatigued himself, it was fucking amazing.
He
Alright,
attacked
I-
someone to himself to.
Oh, you just gave him top steal.
Oh my
Ah.
gosh! Now he can win! What are you doing?
Scrub alert. Oh man.
Look at his deck. He has no more cards. It's okay if he's got to.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
one card, yeah, you thought still one card.
What? Oh shit, now I have to know. What is that one card?
You'll find out next turn. It's fine.
Oh yeah, it's not ending now, right?
No, Panda, why you have to die?
Oh my god, Lord Walker Cho, you will be missed. But he can't play the
I
Acolyte.
don't think you play Acolyte. You just heal
Definitely
up.
not.
You pass, like Warden maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
finally Naru comes out.
Finally Naru comes out, then he can
Finally.
block Naru.
You say finally light of the Naru, but you don't realize the only previous situation where you can play the Naru was a ridiculous Lord Control situation. So it wasn't a bad play at all, it was the right play. Wait, what? What's happening?
No!
Consecration voice, he could have just lost this game. Like, just right here.
Full board clear, boys. Full
Full
board
block
clear.
clear.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my god.
Rosa.
No. He hasn't lost it yet. He can mind control. Okay, we'll
Mind
get to see.
control
We'll get to see our last card.
Really.
No, he depends on what he uses Quicksilver.
Oh!
That's a good one.
Wow.
No, wait. He's gonna steal the 1-1. And then... And then what?
He just lost the game. He has 2 equalities in his hand with no way to clear them after the game.
And no, he could have, if he had waited one turn, he could have voted in the 4-5.
Yep.
Yeah. I believe he's not using Hearthstone Backtracker, so he doesn't know that only one consecration came out.
Oh, Kaput uses the cheat software.
You don't need to use that to count cards, guys.
But actually,
Yeah, I mean,
last card.
consecration is one of those cards you want to be counting anyway.
no, but the thing is, when you use that software a lot, right, you really start to be really lazy about counting cards, no?
I don't use it, so I don't know.
I think it's more like, you know, you use that to get yourself into the mind
this is gonna lose.
to take note of cards. Like, you know, if you don't use that, right, you can't count for everything. You're just gonna be very tired. So it's like, at least if you use that, right, and doing normal play, you are used to counting the cards.
Oh
Rosa's
wow.
gonna lose.
He was going to lose since 2 turns ago. Like, when he Vol'jin himself, that was when he lost the game.
Yeah,
I
but
feel.
he was winning so bad.
Okay, I want to say something very interesting. That actually, if for some reason or another, like Fico didn't have a token, and was just play his Acolyte Pain, Fico would have been forced into stealing his Acolyte with the Cabal Shadow Priest.
Yeah, that's right.
So he wouldn't have been able to play the Cabal Shadow Priest at all. That would have been a very strange scenario. But
Oh,
so
that Quartermaster top deck.
So
That
after-
DM concede. Anyway,
so
sorry.
after like 3 throws left and right, giving him a thought steal from Law Walker Cho, Rosas has managed to lose the game. I won't say that Fico won because I don't think he won of his own merit, but Rosas managed to lose the game to Fico after a whopping 30 turns. This is one of the most amazing matches I've seen. Like
I think-
this completely tops the handlock fatiguing himself.
Does it really? I don't think it does. The hand of fatiguing itself is just too classic. Like, he
No,
played
no.
an actual role in his own demise. This was like a...
But this
Really
he
misplaced.
did. He thought stole and gave him a thought steal, which gave him a Cabal Shadow Priest, which gave him the win.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
He didn't
true.
actually draw any minions
Yeah,
in the
he's
entire
not-
process.
There's no reason to toss steal.
No, you can toss. You just kill the toe first.
Yeah, just kill it with your 7-6 and top skill after that.
And then he played the Virgin on his own on his own 2.2.
And I think you have not seen any consecration yet.
Yeah, there was another consecration of that, guys. What's going on?
More importantly, at that point he also knew that, because he already drew his last card when he played the Vol'jin, right? So he knew that the opponent was going to get a 4-5 that he could not deal with.
No,
Wait,
but
wait,
he probably didn't know what his last card was.
No, he did at the point.
Oh,
what?
yeah.
There's a request for Roses to join us on chat. You wanna talk to him directly?
Can we
Yeah.
please?
Can we please bring him on chat?
Interview?
Walao, you are.
Super
Hey, Roses!
chat.
You lost the game. You just threw the game away. Like, what were you thinking? Why did you thought steal without killing the troll?
Gelong, gelong, gelong.
Also the
Eh, no lah,
MCC lah,
he's not on the chat yet, right?
Yeah, he's not on the chat.
Oh, he's in Silver's mic. He's on Silver's
Oh,
mic.
okay. Gelong, gelong.
Dude.
Dude.
I don't know what to say to you, Roses. It was just. It was amazing. That's all. Do we have to? Ay, okay. Are we gonna be watching any other games?
The one you have to ask so far. I think we'll be going to another game soon.
Okay.
Looks like Roses is feeling really sad, so he probably won't be joining us. I think he's too salty right now on his own. I don't know what to say lah.
I don't think it's called salt. I think it's called like self-hate, probably. You know, like when you lose a game due to luck, you call it salty. But when you lose a game to your own misplay and you feel really upset, that's not salt. That's just like self-defecation.
So,
Okay, give any other reasons. Any... Oh, is it
Well,
done
that
by-
this game just ended.
Oh, Beyond One.
So and then we're just gonna take a short break while we wait for like Silver to get into the next game.
I mean, just now we just saw Beyond using Freeze Mage, right? And Freeze Mage has really shot up in popularity this 1 week.
Yeah, because it shits on Zoo.
That's not actually true, Emily. I think it's like closer than you think.
Yeah, but
Because
Zoo
you're
needs,
playing double power overwhelming and you have Doom Guards in your deck, like
Zoo needs Mal'Ganis to win, but that's about it.
I don't think so. Like the Freeze Mage has a lot of chances to draw poorly.
I guess that's right lah, but Modern Zoo is also quite...
Oh wait, more important concern. Do you Rock Biter turn 1 or do you Chow turn 1?
I don't know, I think you... Chow?
I think Chow as well. Yeah. Because if he trades, he trades back the following turn, right? So that's fine. So he's not gonna trade. Oh wow, okay, that's strange. So he wants it gone. Why would you?
yay, shaman.
Wait, what?
Please clear it.
He definitely traded Chow, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it's a slight misplay for Frico to trade the Chow. I think she should have went face.
Didn't they play shaman versus Pelly just now? Or is it like a rematch?
I have no idea
Oh,
actually.
Frico and Big C just now, was it?
I have no idea, but who cares? Let's just spectate this.
Kaput, we need your shaman insight here.
Shaman really needs to mulligan for Lightning Storm for against Pelly. Because the turn 3
So
must-
here, would you think like should he mana tide to fish for Lightning Storm or not?
What other play is that? Token, right? That's
That's
the
token
only
lah.
other play, right?
Yeah.
Totem Pass lah, that's the Shaman play one.
Yeah, it's just that if Shaman doesn't have Lightning Storm and if Pelly does Master on turn 3, right, it's a very tough battle after that. That's the only problem with Shaman.
So Kaput, what can you do to make sure your Shaman win rate is above 40% in this meta?
Switch to Hunter.
No, the deck doesn't solve the Shaman win rate. See?
So what tag can you put inside?
Make Shaman, I suppose.
To make sure that instead of losing like so many games, you only lose most of your games rather than all of your games, what can you do to Shaman?
What, against Pelly,
Charlie, you tag in Senjin, you tag in MC.
Harrison is one.
MCT.
Yeah.
What Paramancer maybe?
What's the card? Sparrow Spirit.
Guys, I am of the opinion that this game is completely over. Do you all agree?
Okay.
Like, if you take in Sparrow Spirits, you have a much better chance against Country Master. Like, it's like instead of 2 Lightning Storms, right, you have 2 Lightning Storms and 2 Stars, so you can mulligan 4.
Okay, he's gonna totem and play instead of playing lower tap.
Which is fine, he doesn't want to lose the low tap. Here he kind of forces the True Silver on his mana tap, which lets him low tap next turn. which is reasonable.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable. Okay, so he draws a Flame Tongue, which is probably going to help a lot in the next few turns. Slash Bacha will
He's not having much of a board to flame tongue.
Yeah, Flame Tongue doesn't really help versus Kelly the rest board.
No, because Kelly can kill. Oh wait, what?
Why is not killing the 1-1?
That's greedy.
Do you
Maybe
hex?
try to show I have a quarter
Yeah.
master in hand.
I
Yeah,
don't think you hex. I think you loaded. No, I don't think you can say I'm a quartermaster because if he did it, he would just play it in this position.
Yeah,
So
like,
that
Some
was
play.
weird. So that was weird.
I think he's just being very greedy. Like, I want to draw into a Quartermaster. I'm gonna
Yeah.
top deck a Quartermaster.
Top deck feeling. Right.
okay, if this deck runs Earthshock, right, I would have hexed.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, if this deck runs
Except for
Earthshock,
Tyrion, right?
yes. You need,
Why Shock specifically? Can I ask? I don't really understand the rationale.
okay, basically, right, Shaman has 2 hexes. You need
Yes.
the hexes for Tyrion and Sylvanas. You need them for Tyrion and Sylvanas.
So, but if you have Earthshock, you can afford to hex other things, basically.
Yes, if you have Earthshock, right, you can afford to hex like Belcher, because you still have silence for.
Tyrion and
Yeah,
Fair enough,
let's,
fair
and
enough.
let's not forget Dr. Boom, who you probably have the hex. Yeah.
and it's just if you are behind, right, it's just a little bit dangerous to like, if, for example, Lothar. If you Lothar, right, you could have answered it with 2 silver, you could answer it with Eldor, and his board will get worse and worse. But if he hexes, right, at least it's you end with 2-1-1. Yeah, you end with he has 2-1-1, you have 1-1-1. So it's still okay, even though you're still behind.
It evens out the board a bit, and it helps when you have your flame tongues. Right, you can't play your flame tongues now.
You play. No, you play 2 Flame Tongues and you Argus them so they don't buff each other.
But more importantly, you can play 2 flame tongues right now on your turn, clear the sludge belcher.
Guys, 1-4 taunts, guys. 1-4 taunts.
No, it's a legit play. You
You double Flame Tongue, you trade in the thing after you taunt them up.
yes.
And then you
Wow.
have a 5, then you have a 6-4 Argus in the middle. Whoa.
And the 1-4's facing down, 3 1-1s and a 1-2. Like that's actually pretty good if you
Hey,
did
look, he
that.
has a board now.
Okay, the only problem with that play, right, is Shaman tends to run out of cards very fast in the mid game. So if you waste 2 of your flame tongues and they don't really get that much value, right, you're going to be really far behind later. It's like you're
But
going to
you don't actually lose them because there's nothing on the board to challenge them.
But this is paladin.
one consecrate clears everything.
Oh, true. Fair enough. Okay.
It's a paladin. You can bot clear easily.
I wouldn't say easily. After playing so much Paladin, I can say that it's definitely not easy to bot clear.
Because most of them only run 1 equality now.
Yep.
Yeah, but consecrate lah. Consecrate is the big thing.
Double Flame Tongue. Here we go, boys. Here we go, boys. Double Flame Tongue. Double Flame Tongue. Double Flame Tongue. Do it.
You can single flame tongue road biter as well. It's not though. It's
Nah, you save Rock Biter for Alaka.
Or your
sure.
I would hex, man. I would just hex.
And trade. Oh, yeah, then next thing he set up Alaka, probably.
Yeah, I would just hex. He drew his flame. He drew his.
Oh no.
I really like this play. I don't know. Maybe I don't play enough shaman, but
Okay. Huh.
get a taunt. Yep.
Whoa.
That worked out so well.
Whoa.
And no consecration in hand.
RN Jesus, is that lethal if he plays Alaka in the center?
Well,
A
he
shot.
needs
Hex boys.
A shot.
A shock there. He's a shock there.
Alaka. And then
Alaka.
you hit face for a shit
is
ton of
that?
damage.
How much damage is that?
Wait, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 10. Yep, it's lethal.
He can. Yeah, rock biter. He rock biter
No,
has enough mana.
he has to a shot first.
Yeah,
A shot first.
It's 8 mana. What your Alaka?
No.
Why does he have to
Earth
Earth Shock first? Why
No,
can't he Earth Shock
so that
second?
his 2 totems can hit the face. You Earth Shock, both
Oh
hit
yeah.
face,
Yeah.
then you play Alaka in the
Oh
center.
no!
What?
Chris Lito.
Okay, I mean, I don't think you can blame him. It was a somewhat complex lethal.
Guys,
Not right. You have
It's
Alaka.
not.
You have 2 flame tongues. It is not
10,
complex.
20. Oh yeah, it's exact lethal.
Yeah, fair enough.
Lethal, 22, 24.
And he even played his Azurgic on the wrong side. He should play on the far left.
Yeah.
If you want to make this play.
so Kaput, how salty are you feeling now seeing this Shaman play like this?
Okay.
I think it makes him feel good that he's far superior to this level of shaman.
Oh no, he's gonna lose one of his. Wait. Wait, what? What just happened? What just happened?
I mean, I suppose he won a 3-3, but
Okay, is he gonna miss lethal again? That's the question.
Miss Lethal, second time.
there's no taunt this time. There's no need to Earthshock anything. It's pretty
Yeah.
straightforward.
When you want to see Argus, he's hovering over it. Come on.
He's doing it.
He's not gonna attack first.
He's not gonna attack first.
Oh man.
God.
He's gonna miss 2 damage.
4.
Doesn't matter, but
It's still lethal, yeah. It's still lethal.
It's still
Yeah,
Lethal
but-
because your Azure Drake's there.
It's fine.
okay, I wonder if he realizes that he missed it the previous time now.
Probably not. Do you think we should tell them these things? Is anyone telling them these things? Because this is kind of for them, right?
It's
No, but-
recorded, right?
Yeah, it's recorded. They should watch
But
that
then-
But they're not gonna go back and watch 3 hours of people playing
They can
Hearthstone.
just find your own game. And it's
Right,
not
you're very funny, Sofa. We get it, you legend. Like,
Oh, Valsylph is not bad.
What? 66.
66.
I should have taken a screenshot when I was 52 lah, when I was still playing Zoo, but then I'm playing Dragon Paladin and Dragon
Yeah,
Priest.
has Valsylph joined us for any tournaments? No, right?
Recently, no.
Any offline tournaments? I don't think so.
Kapu hasn't joined any recent tournaments too.
Really kaput.
He just wants to forget that he threw away that game with Paladin. I'll never forget against Freeze Mage. Was that Chong FR, is it? Or was it Azurski?
No, it was
ADYB, right?
ADYB, yeah, ADYB.
by the way, guys, I really want to ask something. This is a menace in our scene. Is it really Azurski? Or is it the more logical Azure Sky?
It's Azure Sky.
It's Azure Sky, right? Yeah.
It's Azure Sky, but Silver calls him Azurski. Because, Silver likes Russians, I assume, but
Azurski. Sounds like a great vodka brand name.
and then Lucas, right, is such a nice guy. He just lets Silver call him whatever.
No, but I thought you said Silver calls him Azurski, not whatever.
Can you
wow,
stop? Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Terrence, you win.
Very
Terrence,
cool,
you win.
very cool.
Almost as bad as my power joke.
Wow, no scope 360, that burn.
Yeah, you
No,
can
but-
tell a joke on the stream.
Flame tongue.
Oh my god!
Wait, what did he attack? Wait, what's happening? Oh gosh. That's so...
Who's is gonna heal his child?
Hey,
Flame tongue, man.
who's coaching them?
Hey,
Who's the
hey
coach?
Kaput, why don't you coach this Pixie dude?
Terrence, do you coach, right?
Huh? I coach man? Since when?
That's what Silver's typing on the screen right now. Says you're the coach.
Silver likes to put words on people's mouth. What?
That is true. lah.
If
Wait,
you
guys, there's a very important question. Has this big C been like, he's the guy making all the ridiculous plays? Is it him?
no, he just missed little. He was okay lah. He was okay.
What are the 2 ridiculous plays? There was Roses, one of them, and the other one was the Henlock self.
Hello.
Who was the Draxus player?
I can't
the hell
remember.
up,
Wait,
remember?
hold on. Let me check. It's the Shombi, the Sinbei, the Shombi,
The Sean Bay guy, right?
and the Shombi.
Actually, there's only 4 of them. There's only the Sean Bay. There's only
Oh, there's 6 of them. There's Amaze, Mikael Go,
Amaze.
Pixie,
Yeah.
Frico, Roses.
Roses in the team?
No, he's not. He's just here to show us how bad he is at.
Actually, Rogers misplayed too, because once he hit he hit the zombie child, right?
Hey, were you a shot?
Yeah, I just got shocked.
He hit the zombie child, it dies to the 1-1. Is that what you're saying?
Why is he trading that 3-2?
Because it's quite good synergy with Flame Tongue Totem. I think this is fine.
I was just
I
got
think
shocked.
he just want to put the
Mana type?
mana type to them.
Okay, fair enough. I think we're gonna see my control tech come down. Do you?
In general, right, you do not want to let your spider die.
Ooh. Wow.
You don't want to let the spider die against priest.
Because you play in Holy Nova, right?
No, it's more like you play into a lot of Warp Pyro, Holy Nova. So it's like, if your spider is alive as 1-2, yeah, most probably the Warp Pyro and the Holy Mount. And then
I say like
turn 5 or turn 6.
the NA players often mention this thing about Haunted Creeper. Like Haunted Creeper, the thing about Haunted Creeper is that no one wants to break the Haunted Creeper, and I think that's quite true. Like generally, what happens is people just leave your Haunted Creeper there for as long as possible, and then you just wait until AOE happens, and then your Haunted Creeper dies.
Yeah.
And generally, no one breaks Haunted Creeper. You don't break it, your opponent doesn't break it. So that's why Argus on Haunted Creeper is like one of the worst things to deal with. It's just so tempo losing to break the Haunted Creeper for both players. Unless you have a Knife Juggler lah.
Knife Juggler lah, right?
If he plays Argus, right? But if he plays Argus, right, you never Argus Haunted Creeper against Freeze.
Oh yeah, you get Cabal, so yeah. Yep.
About or Shadow Madness.
Are we gonna see
stuff.
Shadow at Death? I think we see Shadow at Death here, right? And then you heal. Because next turn you get Okanai, Hero Power plus Naru. So now you just Shadow at Death and heal your face. I mean, you're just taking 5 damage, right? You don't really care. It's not like you can Shadow Madness anything. Yep, looks like this is gonna be a play.
Hey, Roses can hear you over the Skype, right?
Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I think
Yep.
Surfer is on hit.
Surfer says no. So
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Such Breakfast is gonna come down, followed up by a Haunted Creeper.
I think this placement is
Yeah,
awkward.
I should.
On the
There's
left.
there are many things wrong with this placement.
No,
For one,
this
yeah?
Pixie needs to be coached by a proper shaman player.
Oh my gosh.
I think-
the mana type should not be the one next to the Flame Town. Definitely.
Okay, I think we're gonna see Okanai Hero Power on the Haunted Creeper, followed up by Circle, and then let out the Naru on the remaining Belcher. That way you get a full block here. So Okanai, Hero Power, Haunted Creeper, Circle or Healing, let out the Naru on the Belcher.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yep. I don't see any better time, and well, his hand still kind of sucks, but
I
what
think
is-
he's trying to figure out how to sequence it right now.
Yeah, I think it's quite obvious play, right? What else are you gonna do?
Circle first, and then you leave the Haunted Creeper up. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
be surprised.
it's either leave a 1-2 or leave 2-1-1s.
Yeah, I
So
think just
depends
leave
on
a
which way he does it.
just leave
Yeah,
a-
of course you leave the 1-2, but
yeah. I
Ooh.
think he's just thinking out how to do it so that he doesn't misplay
Roping,
even more.
roping.
Well, what to see him is make half the play here because he ropes to death, and he manages to miss the play. So, well,
Oh, he's keeping the Naru. No,
this
he's not
is
keeping the Naru.
this is a strictly worst play. Like, you,
Yeah,
just-
you use the 3 damage bomb on the Naru. Definitely.
because the one health minions are gonna trade into your Okanite anyway.
Yeah.
So, this is definitely. I think you're just gonna see Fire Elemental followed up by
oh, that fire alley value, wow.
Fire Alley on the Light Warden, trade a 1/1 in, totem up. Pretty direct. He has a Hex to answer the Ysera, and then
Totem first probably. Yeah, actually it makes no difference to the play, but I think you should still
so-
totem first.
Fire Alley on the left.
Is he gonna put it on the left?
He had better put it on the left for once.
I'm like, I
Wait, oh, what's worse, far right or splitting the 1-1s?
Kaput is dying inside.
The minion placement, yo.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Pixie play Zoo.
Oh wow, yeah, that's where it actually hurts you very badly if you don't position.
Okay, so do you play Cabal here? Or do you just Light Bomb?
I think you light bulb.
It's 8 damage, could be more. He's gonna go for Cabal.
Come on, you need to.
Actually, Cabal's not bad because whatever, like next time you can like Shadow Mantle something, throw into the 6/5, then the immediate threat is gone.
If something gets played.
I mean, that's the assumption, lah.
Hmm. Okay, I guess this works out. Do you Argus? Nah. Hero Power, you play your... Hope you
If you
get...
Argus, you open yourself to potentially BG8. I mean, it's a null threat considering it's priest, but
Okay, so now he gets a bit more value of his Light Bomb. If he so chooses. He's gonna play a Sarah, gonna get Hex. Not gonna be very happy about that, for sure.
Why is he playing Sarah now?
because it doesn't immediately die to the board, that's like the thinking, but
No,
it's
but-
definitely wrong, lah.
Only
it's a-
2 more damage to kill the Ysera, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And someone is
I think- I think he
the Earth
puts
Shock can
anyway.
kill the Ysera.
I think if he went all in, like if Bixie went all in into Sarah Roses, we wouldn't be that mad, which is kind of the intention. It's like get rid of all your threats right now, because his hand has no threats at all. So I mean, of course that's not the way it worked out, lah. But
Yeah, but Rose's hand has no threats either. Ysera is only.
so like I think the concept of the play is I play Sarah, I get a card, he trades everything he has into the Sarah to clear it, and then the game's pretty even again, and I
Oh,
can
wow.
like pop
And
deck
you
on the
hope his
way
hand
up.
is crap, is it? And,
Shadow Menace values, guys.
yeah, man, value.
It actually removes the thing, the Fire Alley. That's
Ooh, gets buff whenever it casts a spell.
that actually doesn't matter because it was suicide itself to Light Bomb.
No.
I think we're gonna see Light Bomb come out here.